shit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Roll for Damage, where a group of us geeky friends decided to get together and showcase our storytelling through Dungeons and Dragons for all of the interwebs. I don't really have any major announcements for today. I guess my big one, I'm Canadian, so I don't have to do this, or I can't do this, but all you Americanos out there, please vote. Whatever you do, whether it's one way or the other, just vote. You can't complain about shit in your country if you don't do something about it, and that's how you can do it. So please do that. I know you guys are having like a whole thing around like either going to early polls or like voting through mail or whatever it is, but if you have the opportunity to do that or register to vote, make sure you got your voting card. So that's my big announcement. Otherwise, I think we can just jump right in to our episode and see where this adventure leads us. Here we go. Another episode of Roll for Damage. All right. Let me get some audio going here.
Ooh, snap, crackle, pop, man.
Wow, great. Thanks, Jay. I was on stream.
Yep.
Rice Krispies.
Probably going to make the cut of the podcast, too. Because I cut the podcast.
Hashtag not sponsored.
All right.
But we will take the monies.
I mean, you
All
want
right.
sponsored.
So, last time on Roll for Damage, you were all brought together under strange circumstances. Initially coming together as a group in Dash for a purpose of finding someone, only to end up marked by Tharizdun, the god of eternal darkness. Set off on an adventure to find out more about your plight, you learned about a group named Lux Aeterna who had previously taken care of an avatar of this god. You left Avonhurst, where the sort of pinnacle of the gods, the creator gods of Aeterna, sort of placed temples to their beliefs, and learned that that was now Lux Aeterna's sort of base of operations for when they had originally come into their own, similar to how you guys had started adventuring. You also learned while there that the strange happenings were potentially a portent of something more devious and sinister, and that there are 5 shackles for Tharizdun that were created by all of the gods together as they allied to seal him away. You learned that one was in Avonhurst Rise, guarded by Freya and Cain. Another in the Cursed Wasteland, guarded by the Soac Oshidin, the desert people. A third in Riverren, or just outside of Riverren, really, in Atril. A fourth in Isgrav, under the heavy ice and snow of the mountains there. And the final shackle within Veladon, far from Sunshield City, but hidden by strong magics, so that only very few know of its location. You were tasked to go and find out what was going on with the shackle in the Cursed Wasteland, and to meet with the Soac Oshidin, who had been guarding it for years, as the rest of the group sort of scattered to take stock of the other shackles. Eventually, through trials and tribulations, you made your way to the grove of the Oshidin to find that it had been besieged by some malevolent entities, and met up with 2 of Lux Aeterna, Elizabeth and Charlotte, who were also trying to figure out exactly what was going on. You entered the Ruins of Madness, deemed so for the shackle that they guard, and made your way through, dealing with all manner of strange creature. Finding one of the Soac still alive within, and eventually heading towards the torn rift to the abyss and the strange magic within. You managed to fell a creature of some kind, a demon, after taking a lot of damage, and with the help of Lux Aeterna, or some of the members, closed the rift. And as you did, the ruins began to shake and shudder as whatever was holding it together seemingly beginning to crumble apart. You managed to begin to rush out of the ruins themselves and make your way out. And so that is where we pick up. As you rush out of the ruins and up the stairs, the rumbling continues. And you see the ground begin to cave beneath your feet, but you press on for another 50 feet before diving forward onto solid ground as the shaking finally comes to an end. Once you all manage to catch your breath and turn around, you take stock of the area. Only a few feet from where you landed is now a crater, 300 feet or so in diameter, leading into utter darkness. Looking into the expanse, you are unable to see the bottom, unsure as to how deep it may go. The fog growing dense, and out of this cavernous crater, you see tendrils of black, wispy mist rising into the sky all around you. You can hear maddening, unintelligible whispers of some ancient creature in language not meant for this world. But you are there, alive. So, what would you like to do?
My first instinct is just quietly vomit in a corner, but not that. Probably stare at the hole and just try and figure out the math of time in my head as far as how much of a gap in seconds there was hit the ground and when the ground was no longer there from where we leapt.
Okay.
And just contemplate the enormity of it.
A second.
This looks not good. This is bad, right? I'm just looking around if I see like Aaron or
Erin is right now looking at Tiernan as she has him sort of held as they manage to get away. You do see Elizabeth and Charlotte kind of like whispering quietly to one another. They're kind of holding one another gently and checking each other for wounds. But as you say that, all of them kind of turn to you, and Erin just says, this is not good, but that's... I think you can clearly all see that. And she kind of turns back to Tyrion and she says, if you'll let me, I can see about your injury here. And you just see him kind of grimace and he nods. He says, I'd appreciate that if you could. She sort of sits him down by like a nearby sort of rock and starts to tend to his leg. And you watch as her hands sort of glow as she infuses some kind of healing energy into his body and begins to mend his wounds. Liz and Charlie come over and Liz just says, at least the rift is closed.
at Rift.
I mean, but the laughter, the mist, the broken chains, I imagine that's all the worst possible outcome here.
Well, the worst possible outcome would be we all died and the rift stayed open and many, many thousands of denizens of the abyss just walked into the world. So not the worst possible outcome, but also not the best.
Right.
Certainly not ideal.
So it's a trade-off.
Silver lining, I suppose, we lived and we're not being invaded, but the rest of this?
Yes, not good.
No, I imagine not.
Well,
fuck.
That was out of our hands, though. Whatever is driving forward here is ahead of us. And something that we don't yet know. It seems far more coordinated than crazy cultists, to be honest.
Inside job?
No, I don't think so. It could be, but I trust all of my friends.
Well, not Lux Aeterna. I'm saying inside the Oshidin.
Oh,
I literally turn on my heels to face him. Don't you dare!
It's possible, she says, but...
I wasn't accusing anyone. I'm just asking questions, Perry.
It's possible. And she kind of turns over to Tiernan, and he's kind of like wiggling his foot as it looks like he's still exhausted and worn, but he kind of stands up on his own 2 feet and he turns to Aaron and he says, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate your help. No problem. I'm glad that you're okay at least. And he just turns and he says, every one of us that went in there didn't come out. If they did, and if they were, it's possible they could have been corrupted in some way. But in order to get that way, there would have to be some other type of influence as well. So,
understand
though
that.
it could be, it's likely not a soul inside John.
I understand. I wasn't trying to.
No,
pass blame on
I
anyone.
get what you're saying.
right. Something happened here.
I mean, I watched as
wondering.
my own people ran out screaming unintelligible murmurs and doing very strange things. So, when leaving me behind to die, and a couple of them attacked me. So, I totally, as much as it pains me to say it, I get it, but I don't think so. To be able to do this alone, it would be hard. And the magic that would be required. He kind of like turns to Erin and she's like, "Let's break the shackles?" Yes, I mean, even getting there, once inside and making it through all of the fail-safes in place, the ritual needed and the magical energy is quite a lot. So whoever this was had to be very powerful.
A higher power. All right, that makes sense. Someone or something of a higher power.
Yes, this is not. You don't just take a sword to these shackles and cut at it for a few hits. They are special, and the ritual required to break them is no easy task. Requires quite a lot.
Right.
To be honest, and she kind of turns to Liz and Charlie at the time. She says, "I mean, sure, I know what it requires, but clearly I didn't do this. And Frey knows, but I don't believe it was him.
Sorry, who?
Sorry. Yeah,
Another of our
Serenity.
group.
Ah,
But
you all are powerful, or we have that persuasion of that power.
well, it would take time. I mean, even me,
Right.
to do what would be necessary to tear a rift into the abyss and destroy the shackle. I would need days, if not a week or more, by myself.
Liz, Charlie, didn't you say it seems like a week or two before the village was hit, or about that?
Yes, I think this is... We missed it by a bit. And it sounds like you, and she turns to Tiernan, your village didn't notice. He just says, well, we change shifts every 5 days or so. When we noticed the next group didn't change, we went on a high alert, and that's when the attack started. But by the time we made it in, it was too late. All I heard was death. Didn't see much else. Right. So, yes, I think this was just an unfortunate set of circumstances, and whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing and had a very singular purpose. We should go back to the remains of the village. I'd rather not stand around here, to be honest. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Neither would I.
That's a good call.
Right. What exactly do we do after that, though? Because you just said whatever did this has a head start, and it's already been. I just sort of gesture broadly at the gaping, smoking hole. Has been, I would say, moderately successful.
Yes, let's discuss. Once we get somewhere a bit safer, there is probably remnant magic, and who knows what this is. And Aaron and Tiernan and Liz and Charlie will begin to walk ahead, away from this crater left behind. And this, like, you see, like, the black wisps have kind of like faded away, and now there's just that strange fog just over this area, but it's kind of dissipated in the out in the forest. You still see that ground that's kind of gross and like rotted and made of that like sort of black tarry ichor, but you can actually see your way through now and continue on.
Cool. I'm just following them quietly after the "we don't know what can hear us" comment.
Okay. You guys move the other couple of... At this point, it's starting to get dark. But you make it back to the remnants of the Soac village, and Liz and Charlie begin to gather materials to make like a fire and set a camp for the evening. And Tiernan kind of like takes a position, putting his back to a tree and resting once he gets there, kind of sitting down. And as you kind of all gather around, Aaron just says, right, what do we do? Well, I will go back to Avonhurst. Liz, Charlie, I assume you'll want to come? And they both just nod. You're welcome as well. But you'll have to find your own transport from there. And you have a bit of business still in this neck of the woods. Complete.
We do.
I think we were going.
I think as much as we would like to return with you, it is wiser for us to remain here, where we have things to attend to.
Yes.
Agreed.
We will look into this, do our research. Something doesn't sit right with me about this, but I'm not sure what exactly it is. Something we're not seeing. I don't know. This all seems very strange, and it's only been a couple of years since we dealt with his last avatar, so it's just as there's something not connecting. But we'll look into it and keep you posted.
How was the last avatar dealt with exactly? I mean, you said you did, but...
Oh, we killed him.
Well, right.
Scorched him from the face of the plane. Left nothing behind.
And were these shackles?
Generally, it's difficult for a god to find another this quickly, if they find one at all, and especially one that would follow and adhere to the tenets of the mad god Tharistun.
So, for understanding, are we assuming it's another avatar doing this?
I'm wondering, to be honest.
Or maybe a group of individuals?
I'm wondering.
I mean, a lot of
He
people
could
with a
have
little bit of
gathered-
power.
He could have gathered, yes, a numerous amount of people, or corrupted enough to potentially waste them on... I mean, he cares not for who follows him. The whole point of his power is to cover everything in death and darkness and destruction. So at the end of the day, us finding nothing there but corpses and that rift, they could have been utterly consumed by the ritual.
But unless it was like a small group, you would assume people of the forest, skilled as pairs people, probably see a mass of people moving out their forest, wouldn't they not?
Well, it depends on how this group came about. Again, they don't keep a mass of people at the ruins. They keep a couple and are generally there to send word if something approaches so that they can gather arms and defend it, or send word to other people to help. It sounds like whatever came upon them so quickly that they never even had a chance to send word.
Right.
Or
Plus,
make an alarm.
You're also assuming that however they got here, there was a way that they could have dealt with.
Exactly. We don't... There's so much unknown here. And
Right. And at a point, Aaron, you showed up dead in the middle of the place. Just poof.
well, I've been here before, obviously.
Who's to say that they couldn't do the same?
They could, if they know where it is, which
That's my
again
point.
is very strange to me, as these
How
are
do
not
they know?
known by
Yeah.
anyone. So, but also there are protections in place. The reason I was able to get in there is because those protections were destroyed. So generally, no. Something cannot just teleport inside and be happy and hold up in the middle of the shackle chain.
Right.
But whatever had gotten there earlier had completely destroyed and desecrated the entire area, making it just another ruin, or a ruin to the, with an abyssal plane tear. So, we should all get some rest this evening together. You all look quite worse. Well, some of you look quite worse for wear. I know I was able to help some of you, but I'm sure you're still exhausted, as my magic does not cure that.
No, but we do appreciate the life saving, which is, there's no other way to put it. Without you, I don't know if we would have made it.
Yes.
So thank you.
But in the morning, I will go with Liz and Charlie back to Avonhurst. We will reconvene with the rest of our group and see what research we can do on this. See if we can find out anything more. And we'll keep you posted. I know that you were to meet up with Alex in Riverend, I believe, at some point. So continue with that goal in mind, and by the time you do, I'm sure, well, I really hope we have some information.
Yeah, I do as well. Probably a stupid question. Do you have any idea how we get there? From, just look around, the middle of nowhere?
Same way most people do.
Fair
Boat.
point.
Magic if you can.
Are you
Favors?
talking about Riverwind or other destination?
Riverin, I'm assuming.
I mean, how did you get to Dash? Because you're clearly not from there.
We went by boat, Kvin and I. I guess what we are asking, is there any place relatively close by where we could charter such a craft?
Well, no, not close by. You're in the south of the desert, pretty much. You'd want to go back up towards Huzan or Jarishna to charter a craft.
Nowhere near Zuma, for example?
You might be able to get a smaller vessel on the very eastern coast of Izel. Zuma is inland. It is built on a lake of sorts that does feed out into, eventually through rivers, to the ocean, but is more landlocked.
Then
There are potential, if you've got money enough, ways to maybe use their arcane devices, I suppose I would say, to potentially travel elsewhere. You'll have to inquire about that there. Although I am meeting you there, so depending on when and where and how it all happens, we'll see.
Thank you for the info.
She just goes over to Liz and Charlie and sits down with them, and they begin having a sort of quiet conversation between themselves.
So I guess with that in mind, do we head to Cagebarrow in the morning?
perhaps.
Closest place we have
About
business.
that.
I think that is our next destination, yes.
If there's the potential, I guess, for magic transportation.
Otherwise, it would probably be best to go to this place in Nizel and then back, since if we take a boat from the north coast.
Right, and I actually have a bit of business in Azel, but we can get more into that when we're not, recovering from being near dead. So before we leave the continent, I would like to take care of one last thing.
Sounds good then.
And you see that your Teleric and cart are still there, untouched and
Oh, good.
able to. They've just been grazing sort of in the area.
Delightful.
Before getting ready for bedding down for the night, I'm going to go over to Alabaster, the white one with a tuft of red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Sending.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This fucking bird, man.
And since I realized the last couple of times using Sending with them, they're not the most language-driven.
Intelligent, yeah.
I'm going to focus on just trying to convey through images and anything that I can that I would like to call it Alabaster and just kind of give it some scritches and ask if it's a boy or a girl.
It's
So weird.
Yeah, you do that, and it says, sure. And it's a girl.
Okay.
Female.
I just hope for just sure.
Sure.
It's like,
Yes,
okay.
sure. Like,
Would it
care.
understand the
No,
concept?
I was hoping
of-
for like no context at all. Just like
I kind of wish that the teller would have been like, actually, I don't subscribe to your binary notion of that's offensive. Thank you and good night, sir.
Well, they don't
And or
really have a
madam.
concept of gender. They go by the survival skills, which is mate and stay alive.
yeah.
It's like, do
They've
you
got like
lay
a
eggs?
3
or do you
intelligence.
not lay eggs.
Oh man.
Listen, this is all I can do to talk to the burbs, okay?
But why though?
Okay. I would like to.
They don't really
go
have a
speak-
gender. But they know that they have either like a vag or peen, basically, like.
And that's an important
Right? No, like because
distinction to be able to make.
penguins can be gay too, but they still want to
Yeah.
propagate
Yeah.
their species.
Yeah.
Most of them. So.
Badger P.
So even if they're not into it, they're like, okay, let's do this. Okay, now I've got my gay lover over here.
That all being said, I would like to go and speak to Tiernan.
Okay. He's just sitting, kind of like looking at the fire, kind of just staring at it.
Okay. I will sit down next to him. Is there anywhere we can take you?
No.
Any help we can offer?
I will be using the morning to go find the rest.
Can we offer any assistance at all?
No. You've helped. I appreciate that, but we scattered our people for a reason and kept them hidden for a reason. We're not all gone. Just a little sundered. We'll be back. But it's a job for me to do as one of my people.
And if you ever have a need for assistance, please do not hesitate to call upon me.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We will if we need anything. Normally we would have in this circumstance. It just happened too fast. We had to take care of our own first before anything else, and by the time we had, it was much too late.
I understand. And I will get up and I will find a quiet place and pull out my sketchbook and begin to sketch the ruins of the village.
Okay. It's easy enough to do.
I would like to go look for flowers, like flowers I've never seen before, or like plants, or like something that I've never seen at all. Around either that.
Easy enough to do on the edges of the village. It's hard to get anything in the village as a lot of it's like burnt out.
Yeah,
or like destroyed.
I was going to go like a good distance away from, like, not too far, but like maybe 50 feet from,
you can stay still like sort of within the clearing, but like just on the edge of it.
Right.
And make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Natural 20.
Okay. You find a couple of different things. You find this purplish flower. It looks kind of like it has multiple different sort of like stalks, and these like tiny little purple sort of like flower portions that come off of them, and they're kind of like, the petals are thin, but they don't like open outwards. They like sort of stay like closed inwards, like that. In a cluster, and there are like a bunch of them on a stalk. You find that flower. You find another sort of green, this green plant that doesn't look like it has like a flower top, but just looks like it has sort of this like flat, it looks almost like a flat leaf, but is like quite large. And it has like a couple of them coming out of it, and then you find a almost like a grassy sort of like plant. It looks like some kind of like grassy foliage of some sort, and that's what you find in that area.
I'll pick, just basically like one of each.
Okay, so you go over to the purple one, and you're able, and you see a few, like there's a few of them scattered around. You go and you grab it, no problem. You go over to the flat green one, and as you try to pick it, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
See, I want to avoid the green one. I was like, nah, he's not that smart to know what he's trying.
Nice.
Dexterity save?
Yep.
All right. Whoa.
Okay. As you're going to pluck the stalk, one of the what looks like leaves opens up with this mouth and snaps at you and snaps onto your arm. You take 2 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
12.
All right. Oof. And you feel this go through you, and you are poisoned and paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
As you feel the poison go through you, and you instinctively initially pull back your arm, and your vision goes like a little fuzzy for a second, and as you're attempting to sort of like step back and stand up, your body kind of just goes rigid as you are stuck there, paralyzed for a minute.
How close was he to the rest of the camp when this occurred?
Not close enough for you guys to really have been paying attention.
That's fine. I just wanted to know if anybody else got to see this.
No, I deserve this. I deserve this.
Dude, I wasn't going to help you. I have nothing to help you with.
Oh yeah, no, he was going to laugh at you, dude. He was going to mad laugh at you.
Because
point and laugh.
The fire and where everyone is sitting is kind of like in the center of the village area. He had to leave kind of like the firelight in order to go to the edge to be able to pick flowers. So yeah, so he's stuck there for a minute. And eventually, after like a minute goes by, Baltaim, you can feel your muscles relax. You are still poisoned.
Yeah.
But the paralysis kind of like wears off, and that flower is still there. That plant is still there.
Yep, I deserve that. Okay. I just fuck off from that flower.
You just head back now?
I got the purple one, right?
You got
there
the purple
was a white one?
No, there was that one.
A flat
and then
one?
There was like grass looking
one.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily a flower either, though.
It's not a flower.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. I go back.
Go back. You guys see Baltaim coming back, and he looks a little kind of just. When he left, he didn't look great because you'd all kind of dealt with what you dealt with. But he's got a little bit less pallor to like. His blue is not as blue.
Yeah, I look physically healthy because I had Terran's thing happen.
Yeah, you were healed.
Yeah,
but you see that his like it's almost like he's gone a little paler than normal. For any of you who's kind of paying attention.
Okay.
And there's a bit of like sweat dripping down his brow.
All right. I'll Quinn look like you all right?
No.
Asked and answered.
Tiernan looks over at you and he says, "You were picking plants."
Yeah.
You could have asked.
Yeah, I just that crossed my mind after I picked the plants.
You'll be okay after a night's rest.
I was hoping so, but
you may end up regurgitating anything you ate recently.
You see Campion, like, you know,
that's lovely.
He's holding up his hand. You know, there's like a quill in it. He's like, "Can I get one of these weird vomit things, if possible?"
You're welcome to go try if you want, but if it poisons you, that's your problem.
You're there for you stuck for a moment, just so you know.
Let's see. Actually,
I'm
I
not
don't,
in the mood to harvest plants for you right now. I'm exhausted. I haven't slept in a couple of days.
No, is it hard getting one of these plants?
Well, you just saw your friend. He's
I would avoid it if I was you.
Maybe I'm in the minority here, but can we not deal with poisonous plants after we nearly got killed by a demon?
I was not.
Quick question: Is Greybones still good? Right? I don't have to put a long rest to repair him. Correct?
No, he's up.
Okay, cool. Oh no, I'll just get Greybone. He'll just nick one out. I have specimen glasses. Oh, yeah, that's good. Do you still need one?
Well, you need to harvest them successfully if you want to learn anything about them. Your dog biting a plant is not going to.
Through failure, you also learn.
He's just too tired. He's like, go do whatever the fuck you want.
Camping, I'm quite alright. I do not need it.
Okay, cool. More poisonous plants for me.
Okay, well.
You could always go try to just cut one at the base and just take the whole thing with you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm the kingdom for more spell slots.
Says the person who had one left for sending when we got to camp.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I have a first spot left.
Hey,
shut your ass.
Okay.
Oriana is a bird girl, okay?
One first level left, you asshole. Get out of here.
Yeah, same. See? Thank you. We bonded more just now, you and I, Jay. Our deepened over our mutual hatred of this
shitting
nonsense.
On Jake, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what.
I don't think you have a spell slot left.
I have one. It says I still have one.
Oh, maybe you do. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but camping, he's gonna go with Greybone. He's gonna whistle. Greybone's gonna follow him, and he's gonna try to get this plan.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Which is bad because I can't see shit.
Oh yeah, you're
human. It is a +5, but
poor human.
Puke flower might not be the worst thing to have in our inventory.
So yeah, I'm gonna. That's a disadvantage, correct?
Just make a perception check. I already taken. I just taken.
Gotcha. That is a 9. That is a 9.
You look
Welcome
around
back,
and
people.
you see a lot of different plants. You see trees. You see vines coming up the trees. I'll say it's not hard to spot more of those flowers that Boltaim had in his hand.
Okay.
The purple ones.
Could I?
You look around and you're like, I'm not really sure which plant he's talking about.
Which plant that he's currently talking about?
Yeah.
Because I don't know which one that attacked.
Yeah. So you see a few different things.
Okay. Now, would it be a base intelligence roll, or could I roll investigation to try to figure it out, or?
You can try to start harvesting plants.
Just go ham on some picking flowers.
Okay.
See what happens.
Okay, I'm just gonna have. I'm gonna bring out. I'm gonna have some cloth. I'm gonna have some vials and everything. Because I'm not gonna touch anything directly. I'm gonna tie a piece of cloth.
What vials do you have?
Actually, I thought I still had some vials from my alchemy.
Oh, you have an alchemy kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna take out vials for that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tie a cloth around my face because I don't want to breathe in anything crazy. And then I'm just gonna have Greybone. He's gonna clomp down and he's gonna bring it over to me. And I want to do this shit, man. I'm a science.
Okay, Greybone. So you kind of point him to all the different things that you want.
Yes.
Okay. So Greybone goes and chomps down on the first plant and brings it back in his mouth, and you get juice and plant from this force-based bite that this dog does that basically just gives you mulch from the first plant. And then he goes over to the next plant or the next thing and chomps down on it. And then you see regurgitated grass come down in front of you. And then he goes to the next thing, chomps down on it, brings it over, and it's destroyed vines.
You know, hey man, I'm without touching them. I'm like
Okay.
these vials, man. You know,
Right. Yeah. You put pieces of destroyed plants.
of destroyed
in your-
plants and regurgitated dirt, man. He's studying, dude.
So I'll say you get 3 vials of plant
plant
matter.
Plant matter?
Gotcha. Plant matter. Yeah, I was just gonna put plant shit. But yeah, no, that's so much more scientific.
I think.
Jake has just got an
I'm
aneurysm
dying
right now.
inside. I'm
I
dying inside
keep
right now.
watching bits of Jake's soul die, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time Campion tries to talk science, every
Listeners of the
single time.
podcast.
For those of you
This is-
unaware, I teach science.
This is
Anyway.
murdering.
So yeah, you got
Jake.
3. Yeah, you got 3 vials of
3
just
vials
these-
of plant goodness.
matters.
Gotcha.
What they are, you don't know. They've lost all form and structure inside
Yeah.
a Arcanotech dog's mouth of force
Yes.
damage and bite.
Wow.
I'm just imagining it. It's exactly what my kids would do if they were trying to collect samples.
Exactly.
I'm
Just hit it with an axe. And
Mean.
what's left?
And yeah, Campion comes back to the group, and he's got just 3 mushy vials.
I'm gonna take a seat next to Perry, and I'm gonna present her with the flower that didn't try to kill me.
That's the best gift of all.
You just gave a flower to a druid.
This
Like,
very
okay.
very pretty purple, and the petals are like this deep purple, and the stalk. Looking at it now in the firelight, because you couldn't really make out color where you were,
Right.
Baltaim. The stalk is like almost like this turquoise green. It's quite a beautiful flower.
Oh, I got this for you. I felt like I somehow insulted you earlier, and I just want to make sure there was no hard feelings. I was not trying to accuse any one of your people, but I thought this would go good for your sketchbook. I know you draw things in there, but perhaps a flower from Soac, Soac, would I don't know, maybe make you feel like you have a piece of your relatives with you wherever you go.
It takes her a moment to respond, but she opens the back of her journal and she presses it in. I appreciate it. As we are all coming to find out, I am prone to losing my temper. And I am sorry. There has been too much loss here. And I could not bear for any more to happen.
I understand. It's people always want to defend their family, you know.
It seems my people have been failing to do what they are to do. These people died doing their job. Doing what the tree singer set us to doing. I should not have snapped. Suppose we're just lucky I didn't sprout new useless fangs.
That is true.
But thank you. I appreciate it.
Kind of gives her one of these on the shoulder. Gets up.
Baltaim, make another Constitution save for me, please.
Yeah, I would say probably pukes.
On Perry.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, that would be great.
No!
You
5.
feel your stomach rumble for a second, and you get that very sensation, which I'm sure everyone has gone through.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure which end it's coming out of,
But it's coming.
but it's coming.
This is very lovely. Pardon me, I had to leave. It's like immediately this mad dash.
Okay, you like dash off into the darkness. Not too far,
Yeah.
but like behind some of the bush, and you are occupied
Oh, it's everywhere. Oh no.
Yeah.
God.
All you guys hear is like, and then just like the worst sounds.
And Baltan's like, "Don't come out here. There's bears. It's fine, but there's
I'm gonna-
bears."
I'm gonna start playing some music, just
Okay.
some loud violin music.
You just hear, you just see Tyrion shake his head. He says, "I told you guys."
I mean, this
He'll be
is how
fine.
he learns things.
None of my companions are very good in the great
You're
outdoors.
lucky it wasn't something worse. Because there are things out in the jungle.
I mean, there's things in the city that are worse.
I promise they are better at other things.
Well, you managed to survive the ruins, so I suppose that's true.
It's in my nose.
We're usually better at things trying to openly kill us, dealing with that, than more subtle threats such as plants that just do whatever the fuck that did.
And illicit substances.
Sure, also that.
Yeah, Campion wants to actually come out with another vial.
Okay.
And
Oh.
he's like,
Oh no.
No.
can you tell me when you're done? I like to...
Campion.
Please
Leave him be,
don't.
please.
Okay. And he's gonna just walk back.
I need a sample, Baltai.
I need a sample multi.
Did you actually walk over to where he was?
Which end?
Oh, I mean, he stood up, and then he was gonna walk over there. I mean, no, like, and then parry,
And then you
them
got
sort of
stopped,
walk
okay.
back. Yeah, he didn't actually go over there.
Yeah, you don't want to be going over there. Those are the
Oh, yeah,
deck
it'd
saves you
it'd
don't want to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be terrible.
Oh man.
This is a very serious D&D game, y'all.
Professional.
We are
on my
professionals.
We have to be super serious. My fun math isn't as fun if we're not being serious.
All right.
Is anyone else doing anything before you guys?
I just kind of want to, before I go to bed, just like take a walk around like everything that's destroyed.
Okay.
Use like maybe like a stick from the fire or something, like a makeshift torch, and
Okay.
just kind of walk around like the perimeter of everything that's there and just see what's there.
Easy enough to do. You walk around and you see mostly burnt down, destroyed, what look to be like huts or places where people would have lived. They some of them still have like maybe half a wall or a portion of like an area that seemed to be where like an interior of somewhere where someone would live, but there's nothing sort of salvageable or left around. Most of it has been just destroyed. If it wasn't destroyed by flame, it was trampled, and you see it like things that are like crushed and broken and things like that. A lot of broken wood. You do see like burnt, like ends of plants that haven't been burnt, like vines and things like that, but clearly dead. And yeah, that's kind of what you find.
Okay.
Right. Anything else?
Before Quinn beds down, I want to just sort of go just away from camp, but not far, but just far enough until you can find a place that looks like it would be suitable to just kneel down and try to pray. Just someplace with enough living growth around that it would be sort of, I guess, a fitting place to do it.
Okay.
And then just sort of just very quietly just kneel there for a little bit, and then I hope that I can make it down the snake tongue and get answers, because I have so many questions. And I just hope that also I can do what it is you need me to do. I'm doubting that I'm the person for the job, but doing my best. And then just sort of just sit quietly after that for a little bit before heading back.
Okay. Eventually, Voltaim, you're okay once more. You manage to come back to the group. He looks pretty pale.
I would avoid that circumference of the outside.
He smells a little funky.
There's tigers.
Just don't breathe on me.
Oh my.
But yeah, you're all ready to bed down for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Put up the dome.
Putting up the dome.
Invite the other 3 in, because I believe up to 9 medium creatures.
Erin just like points at you and like waves her hand and speaks a few words and prestidigitations you. And is like,
oh, thank God someone had it.
I was gonna ask. Thank you.
And then she's just gonna come. She's just gonna come over and be like, "They said this is how you learn, but that was more of a learning experience for the rest of us." So, and she's gonna touch you and cast Lesser Restoration on you. You are no longer.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I appreciate this very greatly.
Yeah, ready.
Wow. Just wow.
Cool. So we're all going to sleep,
and then she sees your dome, Oriana, and she goes, "It's good that you know that spell. But I think we can use some finer accommodations for the evening." And you watch as she speaks a few words and kind of like looks up almost, and speaks a few words and then points, and you watch as this in the space just outside of your hut, because she stepped out, in the space just outside, you watch as this golden leafed door appears, and she opens it, and she says, "Please, it'll be safer in here for the evening."
Inside this door?
No offense, but I'm gonna go that way.
And and Liz and Charlie are like, "Thank goodness. It's been pretty terrible this last little while. You're a lifesaver, Erin." And Liz just kisses her on the forehead and jumps inside, and Charlie just nods at her, and they head inside, apparently having known what this is.
Quinn's confused, but
yeah,
fuck it. He's gonna just go, just sort of like poke his head inside.
Okay, as you
like
stick
Daniel
your head
Jackson
inside,
with the fucking Stargate,
you
know,
see
just
this
like
gorgeous sort of palatial foyer that opens up in front of you, marble from tip to toe, 2 sort of large pillars in the center, a large winding staircase up into a hallway of what looks like many, many doors. A few doors on the sides of the initial foyer on the more ground floor.
Cool. Quinn's gonna just yank his head out and be like, "Holy fuck, it's a fucking mansion!" And then just go inside.
There's a mansion inside the door? What?
He's already inside.
Yeah, I stick my head in.
It's my study.
Plane. Just please. And Erin will head inside. You're all welcome.
Holy shit, there is a mansion inside here.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Wait,
Yeah,
she said it was planar magic? Or
Yeah, she says it's a different plane. That's what she said.
Oh,
It's a different
okay,
plane.
okay. Cool. So yeah, as he hears that, Campion just starts flicking through his. It's like, oh, and he starts,
Just walking in, just ooh.
Yeah, he's like looking at this door frame. He's like, this is. I've never seen anything like this before.
I'll reluctantly leave my dome and head over.
Yeah, you can leave that shitty dome. This is way better.
So as you guys come into
fair,
this, as you come into this large foyer, Aaron just says, "Please, I can show you to some guest rooms, and if you need anything, there are servants." And you see these kind of floating sort of humanoid figures, dressed in either suits. They're faceless and formless, but they're wearing almost what butlers would wear, black
okay, so they're little
tuxedo.
spiritual blobs. They don't have.
No,
form?
they look human. They look humanoid.
Okay.
They take the form of a humanoid, but they just don't have a face. They just
so they walk.
They walk. Well,
okay.
They walk, but as you watch them move, it almost looks like they're gliding. They're doing the motions of what a walk would be, but they're not actually walking.
But there's no actual.
They're more
floor.
just floating. There is a floor, but they're not.
No, yeah,
really
but they're not
using
touching it. They're not.
They're trying to act like what a humanoid would do, but it's like a mockery of humanoid.
More like a glide.
Yeah, it's a glide.
Think
so these are just
game
basic
characters going downstairs.
Yeah.
Got you.
They're not really touching the stairs. They're just they exist in the same space as stairs.
You see them, and she just says, "Please, if you ever have any needs, food, drink, you're welcome to ask them for the evening. Let me take you to your rooms." And she starts.
Oriana's jaw is just on the floor right now.
Leads you up this sort of palatial staircase. So you can see this gold gilding along sort of the banisters. There's a red carpet that leads up and into the next sort of hallway down the way. And she sort of leads you all up. And the first sort of 6 doors that you guys see, she opens and she says, "Each of these is a guest room for you."
Just gonna look at Oriana. Can you do this?
I was about to ask the same question.
I mean, I think we're
she's
all
just
there.
dumbfounded this entire time. She's like, "Oh shit."
This is so much better than my
probably a little bit more powerful than what your friend here is used to. Not to say that she couldn't get there, but a bit more training, perhaps.
Right. We need to make sure she gets lots of training in how to build houses with
All good
magic.
things take time, Quinn. All good things take time. Please, there should be a separate bathing quarter in each of your rooms. You're welcome to use it. Should have everything you need, but if it doesn't, please call on one of the servants. You should have a bell in your room. Just ding it. They'll come to your door.
Into a room, ding the bell.
Ding the bell, and one of those servants comes over just outside of the door, and just waits there as the door is still open, so it doesn't try to knock, but it just stands there, doesn't say anything, just waiting for you to tell it what you want.
Are there books?
Oh, Erin kind of peeks around, and she just goes, "That's not quite the way this works. If I could make some for you, but they'd be ones that I've read, and I'd have to remember all the words in them, and they probably get pretty jumbled."
I
It's
understand.
strange.
That is
I have a good
It
memory.
is good to know.
Not that
It is
good.
good.
The more important question than books, is there a hot spring here?
She just said there was.
You have a bathing
Yeah,
room in your
personal
quarters.
bath.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Not
You can
the same,
turn
but I'll
on
take
the.
it.
You can. It has a bubbling functionality, I suppose.
That will do. Never mind. Boss him just
Yep.
leaves.
Yeah.
He wants
Yeah,
it.
I'm with you on that one. Just not in the same room. I'll go to a different.
Yeah,
room.
you all have. She showed you
Yeah.
6 different rooms. So
Yeah, Campion, he's just looking at the floor. He's just on the floor, and he's looking at the floor, and he's just flicking through his lenses. He's like, so
Marble.
he's like, this isn't real, right? This is all a construct of your mind.
While he's
Quite.
crawling on the floor, I step over him.
Okay.
Yeah, good call.
It's like-
He's going to be there a while, I
So
imagine.
everything is an experience that you've experienced. So
No, it's
do you know how this
quite
floor would
real.
taste?
Well, it's not. I didn't make a candy cane home, if that's what you're asking. No. But it is real in the sense that whatever you use in here, or eat, or interact with, you are actually interacting with it. It's just only real inside this place. Once the spell is done, it dissipates.
So then, so if you were to redo the spell, does it continue where it left off, or does it create a
It
whole new
could.
iteration of the
It
spell?
could. It depends on what I wish to do. For instance, normally, if I've cast this, it's usually with my group, and so I have less rooms, or bedrooms at least, because I don't need for guests. But I've extended the hallway this time so that I could house you and Tiernan here. She points to him as he walks down the hall and goes into another room. Closes the door.
Wait, who does she point to?
Tiernan,
Tiernan.
the Soac
Got you.
Oshidin that you saved.
Got you. Okay. I didn't hear that. She's like, oh, fascinating. And as he says that, he's gonna lick the floor. How does this floor taste? Does it taste like a regular floor?
Yeah, it's not thankfully dirty.
Yeah.
It just tastes like licking marble.
Oh, fascinating.
Note to self: when I learn
You
the
are a
spell,
very
make the floor taste like
Strange little
dirt.
man. I can't.
It's like servant man.
Can I come back up and
You
pick
see one of
Campion
them-
up by the scruff
Yeah, you see
of
one
his
of those
robe and
servants
put him in
come
a
over
room?
to you and floats in front of you.
Got you. I'm patting it down, and is it like wood? Is it like a human?
No, as you
flesh
as you
thing?
go to touch
Yeah.
it, your hand goes through it.
But they can interact with the things inside of here. Yes.
Yes.
I can't touch it, but could it touch me? Touch me, servant.
Oh my god.
It floats his arm through you,
I think that
and then
breaks
puts
quick
his hand-
POS.
And I just say, and she looks at you, Cineric, and can you please take him and put him in a room?
Yeah, I was gonna grab him by the scuff of his rope and
I was
robe
about
and
to.
move him in a room. And
And it's as he's getting grabbed out, it's like, what if you destabilize the area? Do we just
go with the
disappear
flow.
with
Just
the
go with
thing?
the flow.
Oh my god, I don't want to
No,
stay
The
here no
bubbles
more.
overtake you.
Campion, if the spell ends, you just get placed back into the woods where we came from. Nothing will happen to you.
Oh Jesus, cheese and crackers! I thought this was gonna be like a bag of holding type situation. You get sucked in, and then once it's gone, you're gone.
Why would I place you in a bag of holding?
Well,
Campion-
it uses planar magic.
I just saved your goddamn lives. Why would I waste my time and then stick you in a bag of holding to die?
Well, no, I'm not
Wait,
saying that
what?
we would die like a bag of holding. There's no air in a bag of holding, but it uses planar
There actually
magic. and I
is a
thought-
little bit of air in a bag of holding.
Well, for what the limited
My
amount,
goodness,
you're
man.
constantly creating air.
You
Are
have arcane
creating air
abilities.
now?
I'm just closing the door so
You're
I
an
don't have to deal with
inventor.
this anymore.
He's like, how would one even? And then they close the door, and he's like, this is bananas.
Aaron makes a motion as you shove him in the door and the door closes. She makes a motion and you just hear the click. His room is locked. He's not getting it.
Probably for the best.
Thank you
think that
kindly.
was-
This place is extraordinary, and I
And
go
she
into
goes to
a
the
room.
servants and she just says, "Just leave him with you. He'll survive."
Can you at least leave? Can you at least
He's got
slip
rations.
food under his door, but don't go in?
Slide me
No, I think he'll survive.
beneath the door or
for the
something.
evening.
Slide a whole chicken. Just slide a whole chicken under there.
If a servant needs to get through, they can.
They can just get through it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
chicken would be phased through. Because the chicken, yo, man, this is some existential crisis shit that's going on in
Anyway,
his mind
she
right
she
now.
looks to the rest of you and she says, "Are you all okay for the evening?"
I think that what you just did is probably the nicest thing you've done for us so far. Thank you. Thank you.
You mean locking him in the room? Or
I do,
doing this?
yes.
Oh.
I know that, and also locking him in the
All
room.
of it.
Otherwise, I don't think he would have stopped for the entire night.
Yes, well, get some rest. I'll see you in the morning, and then we can all go our separate ways. Make our journey from here. She heads
Nice.
off down to the end of the hall where there's like a double door room, and she heads inside. And she says, "Please don't make trouble in my home. I will know. There are many servants here." And then she closes the door behind her.
Quinn's gonna head inside. Just one of the
It's a very
rooms, and-
lavish room for each of you, and there are hints of who you are in each of them. Of the brief time that Aaron's spent with you. For instance, Peregrine, yours has a lot of like beautiful vines and flowers and plants. The bed is more kind of like a rustic, sort of like swirling, like vine posts, with sort of like a canopy of sort of leaves coming down over it, and a lot of kind of like vine motifs and things like that along the walls. Very comfortable. Baltaim, yours is kind of like a nice sort of clean lined room with hints of trying to find the right word for this. Hints of your eclecticness in sort of like half like agrarian, half almost like desert-esque motifs of like fine flowing sort of fabrics, and a little bit of the sort of like more finely crafted agrarian sort of architecture of the bed and the furniture within. Quinn, yours is very like yours is very sort of not quite as woodlandish as Perry's, but very sort of very reminiscent of the Wild Light and her kind of domain. You see like a painting on one side that shows like the ocean. You see another sort of that has more like wildlife and wilderness. Your bed is much more sort of like kind of like regular architecture, well crafted, something like very like sturdy. And you see like a sort of like a storm motif against sort of the back wall. Oriana, yours is very Atrillian, very fine, and comes from like sort of like the noble area, very much almost like your own room that you kind of left behind, but a little bit more like adult and older, with some like golds and reds. Sinric, yours is very quaint, actually, much more like rustic, cottage-esque, with some sort of like there's like a clock reminiscent of your time, sort of like in Dash, and a few other sort of technological kind of things that you've seen from your time going in and out of that city. And Campion, she didn't know you very well, so yours is just a room.
Cool beans.
With a bed and like
you get a
it's
Motel
nice.
6.
It's very nice and lavish, but there's not things that would super
Make it
excite
homey.
you.
Yeah.
It's a Hampton Inn. Okay.
Is there like a demotivational poster that says this
Hang
isn't
in
real?
there.
No, it's just
Bird cat.
Hang in
Yeah,
there.
no,
This
I
is
mean,
all a
he's just-
construct.
Yeah, no, he's examining everything, and he's knocking on the walls, and he's like listening to the walls. He's like, "Can you hear me through the walls? Can anyone hear me?"
Who has the room adjoining Campion? Please say it's not me.
Doesn't
Please say it's
as
not
he's
me.
saying that you don't.
Yeah, no one. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
It's like in a whole like planes within planes, separate areas.
So other than
Um,
cleaning up for the evening, inspecting every aspect of the room, are any of you doing anything specific?
Quinn would just see if he can have the armor and clothing laundered, because that seems like something that could happen in a place like this.
Yeah, you call a servant over and hand over sort of your clothes, and your armor to be cleaned up,
That's a good
and
call.
you just get
Yeah.
you just get a nod, and well, you don't have any armor left, but you do have clothes. So, yeah.
So we
Yeah.
get washed clothes, we get washed bodies.
Yep. And then back into the fucking desert
Yeah.
Can I,
Yeah.
to wreck it all.
I want to ring the bell and see if they have alcohol.
Yeah. You the servant comes and just kind of stares at you.
Do you have any ales or meads or, whiskeys?
The servant stares at you.
How are we going to... I'm gonna stare back at the servant because I don't know how to...
Well, you ask for 3 things.
Yeah.
Yes?
Like you're saying, do you have any of this, or this? It's not going to tell you one or the other. Do you want all? Like you have to ask for. You get the sense of it doesn't know what to bring you. What do you want? Just ask for it.
I will ask it to bring me all 3 of those.
Okay. You do that. It nods and heads off down the hallway. And about 10 minutes later, it comes back and you have a bottle of whiskey. What did you ask for? Whiskey.
Ale and mead.
You get all 3 brought to you.
This is a little bit like home. And I'm going to start drinking.
All right. You start drinking.
Anna asks for lavender soaps, grapes, and a glass of wine.
Oh my god, that's so bougie.
She is real
So
bougie.
bougie.
I mean,
Yeah.
Perry.
Get it brought to you.
I mean, did we expect anything less at this point? Really?
I expected like a tad down from
Hey, she's been roughing it for a long time.
I'm sure she
Does
has.
she also ask for a silken robe?
Oh, I
She
just
has
assumed
one
that
in
was
her
already in
room.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's already there. That's why she didn't ask. Okay.
Silk sheets,
Yeah. Okay.
like a
Yeah,
million thread count.
Yeah, that 10,000 thread count.
Yeah.
Egyptian
Yep.
silk.
Yeah. Perry just asks for a pot of tea in a cup, some soaps, and like
When
a
you
little
ask
bit
for the
bread
pot
and
of tea,
cheese.
the servant stands there like looking at you.
Ice with tea.
Okay.
Could I get some chamomile tea, please, and some bread and cheese, and some lavender soaps, please.
It goes off and brings those things back to you.
Yeah, then I just trade out my leathers and stuff, and I go
Okay.
like just soak for like hours and
All
drink
right.
tea.
All manage to rest, relax, and eventually find yourselves to a good night's sleep.
Before the sleep, I had one thing I wanted to try.
What would you
Does
like
this
to do?
place actually have a kitchen, or are just things just sort of?
Are you going to go searching?
I would ask a servant if there's a kitchen they could lead me to.
Yeah. So the servant, basically makes a motion to follow it and takes you downstairs to the right-hand side through another hallway and into a sort of kitchen area.
Okay. And if I ask them for ingredients, like they say, give me a chopped potato sort of thing, like would they be able to put that into existence? I'm going
Yeah.
somewhere. Shut up.
What? Yeah. What do you want?
Basically, Quinn wants to go find the kitchen and just try to, from memory, rattle off a bunch of ingredients for basically like a stew that he used to have at home.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
the
You
time.
rattle off the ingredients and they start bringing them out for you.
And he's going to start trying to prepare it because he
Okay.
just...
They give you the tools. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
This is for how well you remember. Actually, history. It's probably the
History.
same.
Okay, I can do that. 7.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Not
think
great.
you're remembering it,
Okay.
and then go ahead and make a survival check for me.
All right. 19.
it's gonna be
All right.
decent.
So you put something together
Mhm.
and cook it, and it tastes relatively good, but it's not quite like what you had at home.
Okay.
Still decent enough.
Yep.
Tasty.
I just prepare that, take it back to the room, eat, and then just sit and read until finally going to sleep.
You all find yourselves to sleep. You are having it's a comfortable sleep, but not an easy one, given the things that you all went through. But you managed to get quite a good night's rest, given everything that's happened. And you wake up in the morning, well rested. Those of you who got your armor and clothing cleaned, you see it resting on your dresser inside your room, waiting for you to put it on for the day.
In the morning before I go out, I kind of want to ring the bell and ask for a shaving kit.
Okay.
So I can, clean up the beard, face, make it look nice.
Yep. You are given that. And
Yeah, I would
able
have done the
to-
same thing with bathing the night before, actually. Just trim the
Okay.
beard up.
Yeah, no problem. You're all able to clean and trim your facial hair. No problem.
And with her saying that things disappear, I want to test that by pouring some of that bottle of whiskey into my flask
Okay.
for when we leave.
Okay, you pour some of the whiskey into your flask. As you pour it in, you take a moment and you see that it's there.
Oh, I meant for when we leave.
I know, but I'm saying
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now you pour it in and you shake it and it's full.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I guess I would cut my hair a little bit because I don't have to shave, so I just kind of trim the ends, probably
Okay.
getting split.
You're
and
given
stuff,
you're
yeah.
given the proper tools to
Yeah.
do so.
Oriana would kind of get dolled up too, get some makeup,
Okay.
all that stuff.
Perry just redoes all her braids and puts clean feathers in her hair.
Okay. You all
Champion just
Bench.
looks even scruffier than before. Yeah.
He stayed up all night, just like, what does it mean?
Yeah, until he fell asleep. He didn't bathe or anything, so he's just like.
Can we the
Yeah.
servants to bathe him? Maybe just sort of like
Nope,
just
he comes out. He comes
just
out.
hose him
same-
down like you do a
same as
dog
before.
sometimes.
And eventually, you all meet in the foyer. Aaron sort of leads you off to the left-hand side where there's a dining room. You are served a nice breakfast of every manner of food that you could imagine in front of you, all different types of cuisines.
So we're getting a good breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
She just says, "Well, have you decided on where you're going to head next?"
Oh, that's probably something we should have talked about.
I thought we talked about it last night.
Oh,
I'm
We did,
assuming
we discussed it.
Cagebarrow.
Oh, you were in the woods. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, Cagebarrow. Well, be careful there.
We've heard not terribly great things about it.
It's
It's not a very
got its
savory place.
own culture. I would say.
No,
anything
hopefully
we should look out for or beware of?
Everything?
Well, I mean, we're just technically going to pick up a package.
Right, but
Right.
This
I mean,
one
if that's the
makes-
case, it should be relatively easy. Just just be careful.
Right. We plan to just be there long enough to get something because we owe a favor to Lex, and then make our way out. Which and maybe you can actually be of some help with this as well. While we are still here, before we try and leave to get to River Inn, there's some business I have actually over in Izzle.
Right? Well, you have quite a
I-
bit of business in Izel.
Yes, for you as well. We haven't forgotten that. But a while back, I didn't mention anything about this because we had enough going on at the time. I was told I need to try to... It's hard to explain these things. I need to try to go into Izel, to a jungle, down the Snake Tongue River, to find a temple that's apparently at its heart. If I make an offering, I can find answers, and I can possibly speak with the Wildlight.
That sounds like a journey for you to figure out.
Well,
Me to
the
tell
only
you.
reason I'm asking you is you were sending us over to Izel, and hopefully you could tell us about some
Whether I
things we may
do or do not
encounter.
know where that is.
No, not that. You rightfully chastised us for not doing our due diligence and trying to research the things we might be going into, like what sort of dangers there may be. I thought maybe you might know a few things about Izel that you could warn us about. Any potential
Sure.
dangers.
It's a jungle, very jungle-based land, very humid most of the time. Does get quite a bit of precipitation every once in a while. Much like what happened to Baltaim last night, most of the flora and fauna could potentially kill you.
Yeah.
It's a jungle. It has survived as long as it has because of what it is and its ecosystem. There are all manner of creatures and beasts within there. Some benign, others malicious, as well as hunters, gatherers, and tribes. You'll just have to be as aware as possible. I would be careful touching anything you don't know. It could be quite dangerous. But they're really the best places to research the geography and ecosystem are probably Zuma itself or one of the major cities across the realm. You could potentially go back to Zarithamar if you're really that interested. You could find more information than I could give you, as I've only traveled there a few times myself. And we've had certain means of traveling those areas. And not each area is the same. So, I'm not an expert, but I can say that the plants can be quite dangerous, sometimes more so than any other denizen within the jungle itself.
It's good to know. It's more than we knew a moment ago.
This may sound like a dumb question based on the purpose of the vehicle, but Zasansky, is it going to be very reliable?
Useful in the jungle? No. You're going to want to probably either guide the Tellerics yourself and take them with you, which is possible. But it is a very dense jungle, especially the areas that are not civilized. So you won't find actual paths to move through. You may be able to do a little of what you did going through the Soac Grove. This is less dense than Izel, though. So unless you're finding well-worn trails that are used by others for whatever reason, you're going to have a hard time moving through the jungle. The ski will likely get caught on a lot of the vines and roots and be immovable. The Tellerics should be fine, themselves, but yes, I would be careful. You'd probably want something more with wheels for the jungle, and even then, depending on how large the cart or whatever you take is, it still may be difficult travel.
So perhaps we sell it and swap it out at Cagebarrow.
Potentially, but you still have to get from Cagebarrow to the
Yeah,
Snake
that's the
Tongue,
problem.
which is across the
Yes.
desert.
Right.
So it's a possibility. I think you're going to be slowed down one way or the other.
The other, right? So just pick a choose which one we want.
Exactly. It's up to you on what you want to do. But yes, you could potentially ask for a wheeled wagon, or if you have the tools, you could maybe affix them onto your sand ski when you get to the edge of the desert. I'm sure they could provide some kind of conversion kit or something like that.
Does that sound like something that Quinn would be able to do because he can use smithing tools? Potentially.
Yeah, I would say like with the right knowledge and ability, you could probably do it.
Okay.
Campion has knowledge in both smithing and tinker's tools, so he could help.
So then between
So
the
I
two of us,
think-
yeah.
I think between
Yeah.
the two of you, then you'd probably be able to do it.
Actual handyman.
We're gonna be maker bros. It's gonna be dope.
There you go. So she just says yes. I'm sure you can find a way to do it. Take a little bit of time, but it will make your journey probably easier and faster.
Yes, the Telerex won't have to carry the full weight on their backs, so to speak.
No, but also just again be aware that those beasts that you have been trained for the desert, not for the jungle.
Right.
It's true. We may have to swap them out for something that's more familiar with where we're going.
Less that, and just they won't know the terrain.
Exactly.
And so if you don't know it and they don't know it, just be careful with them is all I'm saying. Like I said, all of the
Exactly.
plants are dangerous there. If they step on the wrong thing or move in the wrong direction,
Or try to eat the wrong thing. Yeah.
there you go.
Would it be potentially easier if we checked it on foot once we got to the jungle, perhaps?
I mean, it really depends on where you're going. Unfortunately, the Snake Tongue is quite north in Izel, and Zuma is quite south or southeast.
By far.
It's quite a far distance. Depending on how you wanted to travel and how far Quinn's journey is, it could be a boon or bane. I'm really not quite sure. It depends as well on if you choose to go towards this landmarker and decide to come back out into the desert, then travel south again, and then make your way east into the jungle once more to head towards Zuma, or if you continue through the jungle itself towards Zuma, going south or southeast from where you are. So I think it really depends on you and how you plan to do this.
I understand. I know we have other places we need to be, but when we leave here, I don't know when we're coming back.
No, I understand. Like I said, that's the information I can give you. You could double back, use the desert as travel, easy travel, and then go back through the jungle that way, or you could travel straight through the jungle. Which one is more or less dangerous, I couldn't tell you. They both have their own perils.
Right.
But if you're taking that journey from Cagebarrow into the jungle, and then not coming back to where you know civilization to be, I would make sure you stock up extra on food and water and whatever your mounts might need for the journey.
Yeah, we can do that. I see we just
Because if you get lost in the middle of the jungle, even if Lex or I wanted to help you, we're likely not going to find you.
Right.
that makes perfect
Understandable.
sense. Well, I say we go to Cagebarrow first, since we know where that is, and we know specifically we've got business there for at least long enough to go to a shop and pick up a package, and hopefully not be shot for our trouble. And
Hopefully not.
then we figure out where we need to get to from there. Now, for what we need to do for you.
I've given you all the information.
Right.
Get to the city, and you'll know the path to go from there.
Right.
I gave you all the details.
All right.
Just making sure. That's one. I didn't want to have left anything out or forgotten.
And like I said, you will, once you actually get to the city, before you even go on that journey, you will have ample opportunity to use the resources there to figure out your next move.
All right. Well, so
All finished your breakfast? All ready to go?
I would like to secretly put a piece of bacon in my bag of holding.
Okay. You swipe a piece of bacon and stick it in your bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay. She sort of dabs her mouth, pushes herself back from the table, and stands up. Liz and Charlie standing with her. Tiernan also getting up. And they begin heading out back towards the foyer. Please exit whenever you're ready. You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like.
we appreciate your hospitality and letting us stay here in this fantastical place. It was.
Figured you could use a
welcome
break.
respite. Oh, we
given
could.
all that happened. So, yes. Well, we better be heading off. There are plenty of things to do and a lot of serious issues to figure out. So, if you'll excuse us, and Aaron will head out. Liz and Charlie and Tiernan along, and you see Aaron just talking briefly to Tiernan as she steps out of the dining hall and then out of your view, most likely heading out of the mansion.
I
Got you.
will go get my stuff and then head out as well.
The champion had all his shit, so he's gonna dip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, grab everything and then.
You all eventually gather your things and step out. And as you all step outside, by the time you get out, there's no sign of the three of Lux Aeterna or Tiernan.
Okay. Is the door still there?
Yep. As you step out, Campion, the door is still there.
Okay.
Well,
But is
guess,
the bacon still there?
It doesn't. Anyway, eventually
Wait
the
till
final.
the door is gone.
Eventually, the final one of you sort of steps out, and you watch as the door eventually shimmers and shuts in on itself.
Got you. Immediately as it does that, Campion's pulling out the motherfucking bacon.
There's
Yep.
nothing there.
Checking the flask as well.
There's nothing there.
Oh!
Son of a bitch.
what happened?
I'll hold the flask like upside down.
He's like, I put
Need a
I put
refill?
some of that bacon that they had, in the bag, thinking that if it was in a separate plane while it transferred into the material, like the main one, that it would transfer through, right? But it didn't.
She
Didn't
said
say
everything
that
would
it was gonna
disappear
go away?
when the door disappeared.
Okay, yeah, but I wanted to test that out.
No.
We've said stuff before, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be not exactly true, so I figure I might as well test it.
Yeah, see, me and the big man, we had smarty
Yeah,
ideas.
but there's saying things, and there's also like she said it with like such conviction, like she knew, like she tried it herself before.
Thing is, how are we still full?
That's what I wanted to ask her. With the food inside my stomach disappeared, but I forgot.
Think about it.
Because we've already begun digesting it.
God.
That is the real question, right?
Then how would an undigested...
You're asking
See, that's the
scientifics
question.
of magics that you don't understand. Like, we're not going to get an answer on that. Maybe even I understand how to cast such a spell.
Okay. And then he's gonna start walking back to the car, and he's like, when she figures it out.
I mean, I can summon fire in my hands without
A little
doing
bit
much of
different.
anything.
It's not quite
Where does the
same.
energy come from?
That's a good question.
He's looking at you like he's like you're stupid, and he's like, do you not understand the basic?
I understand the basics of magic. I'm trying to understand why you seem to be struggling how higher level magic seems to work.
I'm not gonna get into this conversation now because it would kind of be a waste of time.
Right. Speaking of, let's move past this if we can.
I'm just going to walk over to Sunset and Alabaster and help get them set up on the cart or the Xanthine.
Yeah, and then he's just like talking
You
to
chain them up.
Boltaim, and he's like, I don't know how a person like does she not understand? Because she keeps trying to like talk to these birds. Are you sure she knows how to do magic? Like, you know.
Honestly,
Do I hear this?
I'm not.
What's your
He's
what's your passive?
Not great, I imagine. 14.
No, you don't. You're busy with
You
the
know?
birds, and they're like off in another direction.
Yeah,
he's
so
not
he's like-
exactly talking loudly.
He did die
Does she,
in there.
does she understand that like elemental magic is different than planar magic?
Yeah,
I mean,
she died in there, but she was talking to birds earlier, so maybe there's a little.
Do they even know that I'm talking to the birds? Because I've been doing sending mentally.
You've been talking to them,
You-
like in
No,
general,
but you bet
though,
you've
too.
gone over to them and been
And
like
talked to
scritching
them.
Yeah,
them,
like,
talking to them.
oh,
Yeah.
how are you?
Yeah, you've been like.
And you're
talking
the
Yeah,
only
just
one
like-
who's told both times named them.
them.
They,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've just
No,
gone with
you might want to
A
go with
and
birds.
B.
Yeah,
So,
dude. Don't get attached to these birds, man.
And
I
you
They're
have
wanted
fine.
to
said
try
that
and
out.
keep
You
the
have
first
said
round.
those things out
You've
loud.
named
Yeah.
four
So-
sets of four birds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that,
and you had
that's-
tried to
The
talk
first set, the
But
first
no,
set
they
already
haven't
had
heard
names.
you. They haven't heard you. Yeah. But you've always
Yeah.
been the one who's like, "Oh, I love them so much."
Yeah.
They haven't heard you do the sendings. They're just
Do
doing
the
it based
sendings.
on
No, no,
your
we
based
don't-
on your
we-
attachment to these
To them.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't know you've wasted high-level spells
Yeah,
on just
no,
trying
no.
to talk to birds or anything. We do know
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
no.
this creepy
Yeah, no, if
conversation.
Campy
I mean,
did,
if I
you
hadn't
bashed me
spent those
pretty hard.
spells, they would have just gotten lost to the ether anyway.
Yeah, she might have lost a few screw looses in there.
No, you know.
potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
But in fairness, I don't quite understand magic either, so I don't really know.
I mean, I woke up from almost dying of shit.
Oh God!
and I could just roll this.
Yeah, as Quinn just comes behind you.
Hey, Quinn.
Campus
just-
is so
Quinn's
surprised.
just been there the whole time, really.
Yeah,
I just
he
came
does.
out and
Yeah,
stayed by
we
the
kinda
door.
do that a lot. We just
Like,
pop in on.
they're
Well,
the-
they
whispering.
walk towards the
Clank-
cart, so you're
clank-
coming
yeah.
and walking towards the cart to get a
Yeah,
move
yeah.
on, and they're like having this conversation.
The conversation, you just pop in, and he's like, "Oh God, man,
Yeah.
Quinn, you gotta stop doing."
Again, don't
that,
forget to
man."
prepare your spells for the day.
Yep.
Those of you who have to.
Done.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me, okay, done.
I hate you.
That joke gets funnier every single time you do it, man.
I know,
Yeah,
I know,
it's-
I know,
It's
right?
the best.
Comedy.
I mean,
Comedy
I also
can
don't
teach
have to
comedy.
do that. I just don't bring it up.
See, that's because you, Khalil, are a classy gentleman.
Only sometimes, though.
Okay.
It's a sad
Here
day
and now
'cause
you're a classy
I'm out of
gentleman.
javelins.
Womp womp.
Mm,
All right. So you guys get yourselves set up.
Mhm.
yes.
Get up onto the cart, and who is driving? Quinn again?
Yeah. I can do it.
All right. As you begin to make your way back north out of the grove, your initial travel is easy. And as you start to push the Tellerics forward and back towards the desert to the north, the mists of the ruins that you left behind are now clear, and while the forest is still thick with foliage, it is much easier to see around you, and that utter sense of dread, along with those strange whispers, are now just a reminder of the breaking of the shackles rather than an ever-present buzzing in your ears. After about an hour of travel, you do notice that the original sounds of wildlife that you had heard on the way in haven't returned. And you get the creeping feeling that there may be more dangerous creatures residing in the forest around you. And so it's Quinn at the front. Who's at the front with him?
I would probably be up front so that I could be watching for anything untoward, anything unnatural.
Okay. Go ahead and both of you make a perception check. The rest of you can make a perception check for the other areas of the cart that you're kind of in.
Ugh, that's a 13.
Okay.
Let's see how I do. That's a 6.
Okay.
Perception. That's a 23.
Okay.
Dang, son.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
This everyone or?
Yeah, it's everyone.
Okay.
Where are Sinric and
Yeah, it's a nat 25.
yeah,
I'm
where
probably towards the back, looking like out the back.
I'm
Okay.
also in the back as well.
okay, you guys are looking out the back. And
Oh, I
Oriana
guess-
and Baltaim are kind of like looking out the sides.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. Side steps in the back.
Okay. You don't see anything coming from behind you. And to the sides of you, it seems pretty clear. You do see a little movement here or there, but your keen eyes are able to make out like a tiny animal skittering, making very little noise, but sort of you do see that there is wildlife. It's just very, very quiet and a little unsettling. As you make your way forward along these jungle paths, Quinn and Perry, you're coming around an area forward and you're heading through sort of this path and you don't see anything in front of you. Baltaim and Oriana, just as sort of the cart turns in this direction, you see on either side of you these large creatures coming out of the sides of the foliage towards you. You manage to scream out a warning as these things begin to careen towards you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
I know what those are out of character.
So,
I just think they're big and I don't like it.
I would like y'all to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's a 9.
Oh, really? I get an 8 on
Fuck
initiative?
me, dude. I got 7.
19.
15.
Well, I'm going last.
I'm still upset about the lack of alcohol.
Oh,
5.
she loves
Hey,
alcohol.
see, you're not going
Hey,
last.
Campion, you're not going last.
Oh. God damn it.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
we are good again. Fucked.
I mean, yeah. That's
These
what's.
creatures.
That's what happened with the worms, too. We all got, like, such crap initiative.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Yep.
Fuck me.
They're big, so they're probably not super fast guys, you know?
You say
All
that.
right.
All right.
I fail to see the logic between that correlation.
All right, and
Okay.
as these creatures
Think
begin
slow.
to barrel towards you from either side, and as Oriana sort of screams, you see another sort of out in front of you begin to charge up through the trees. That is where we're going to take our break for the evening.
That's
Cool.
Dope.
Yay.
Woo.
So, please don't go anywhere. Stick with us. We will be back in a few moments. We're just going to grab a drink, use the restroom, and gift of subs.
Yeah.
Use the
Woohoo.
restroom and
Thanks, Haley.
come back when we're all ready and get into this next leg of the journey. So thanks for sticking with us. Don't go anywhere, and we will be right back. we are back. So, we left off with the group being accosted by these strange frog-like, large, strange creatures that they've never seen. Let me put on some music. There we go. All right. So, Harry, you are first, as you at first didn't notice these creatures, but now after Baltaim and Oriana point them out, you see these creatures charging through the jungle towards you and your cart.
Okay. Let's get crazy here. All right.
You have one on the left, one on the right, and one coming ahead.
Okay. Check something real quick. Okay. All right. I am going to fling my hands out toward this one and use my action to cast Entangle.
Okay. Sorry, which one? The one at the bottom?
This one, and I'm gonna make sure because it's a 20-foot square.
Okay.
Doesn't come anywhere near us.
Okay, so where? Hang on, I'm gonna see. 20-foot cube. Is that where you're? That's where you're placing it? Like that?
I can't see it.
Hang on. Let me. Letting it. Sorry, I had to,
yeah.
like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you throw out your entangle, and what is the?
It is a DC 15 strength checked.
Strength check? Strength saving throw.
Or strength,
It's a
strength saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just see what he rolled. He has a plus 5. 18 he rolled.
Okay. Well, that did nothing.
Okay, but the it's difficult terrain, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
So
that's
you-
difficult terrain, and I'm concentrating.
Yeah, you are concentrating on it. All right.
And then I'm going to hop down from the cart, and move away. I'm gonna move here. And then
Okay.
we'll check. Trying to decide if I want to use my bonus action to. Trying to pick a shape. Bonus action, wild shape into a direwolf.
Okay. I'll move you up and out here. You are a direwolf, and the direwolf is concentrating.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. It is these creatures' turn.
Frog boyos.
So, I need to see how much movement it has. And I need to see. And it will dash up to you.
Oh shit, it made that strength.
All right. This one. here. Let's see what it's going to. Hang on, let me just see if its ability. Okay, so it's going to attack Quinn.
Well, fine.
All right, so it gets 3 attacks. So first is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
15 to hit.
No.
Natural 1 on second.
Also no.
And 24 to hit.
Damn it. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 13 slashing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oof.
Was that 3 attacks?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
3
only
attacks.
hit-
Only
it
one
only
of them got
hit
through.
No, only hit once. Okay.
Okay. Before I do, I'm going to. I would like to use Wrath of the Storm,
Okay.
and that is. I can never remember. I'm bad at my own abilities. I'm sorry.
It's your lightning damage, right? It's what,
Thunder
2d8?
or lightning. Yeah, it's 2d8, and it's a dexterity save. I couldn't remember. Is the kind of save? It has to make a dex save.
It fails.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So here comes 2d8.
So what kind of damage are you doing? Sorry.
Hold on. I'm going to do. Yeah, lightning damage, so I can push it 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Nice.
So you do the lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's and it doesn't look like it's as effective.
Well, there goes like half my whole kit, but that's fine. It moves away from me is the important thing that I wanted to do. Go away. Dumb frog thing. And yes, I owe you a con save.
Yes, con save, please.
Dirty 20.
There you go.
All right.
Nice.
As you feel something crawl beneath your skin, almost you shake it off, and it doesn't manage to take hold as this thing's claws dug into
Just flex.
I mean, that might be what it is. Like, no!
Johnny Bravo pose.
I like it. He doesn't have the hair for it, though.
Right
Yeah,
up
I mean, we
to
could
your-
soon.
Look, Quinn, all you need to do is ask me for some product, and then you
All right.
could.
No.
It is your turn, Quinn.
Okay. I don't like any of this. So, for my bonus action, I would like to call upon my favorite spiritual weapon.
Okay, where are you placing?
And I think I am, because I know that this one's probably going to come back for me. I'm going to just put it right here between that just tried to kill me.
Okay.
I am casting this thing at 3rd level.
Okay, so you get the extra damage dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And
go ahead and make the strike.
I'm going to smack it with 19.
That hits.
Nice.
Awesome. Here comes that fantastic 3rd level damage. Ooh, that's a 13 damage.
All right, yeah, you hit it with 13 damage.
So, wha-bam. And then for my action, you know what? I am going to try and hit this sumbitch with Illuminate.
Okay.
So let me roll for that. Natural 20.
Ooh.
All right, that
And
hits.
out here. Y'all here.
This is not the day to fuck with Quinn. Damn, that's so many numbers.
Okay, 22 plus 8. No, sorry, just 22.
Yeah, the 8 is for later.
Yeah, 22
Damn.
damage.
Anyone wants to hit
Nice.
this fucker with some radiant damage, though? Pow!
Okay, 22.
Quinn.
Okay.
Quinn
Hey.
did not come to play tonight.
Quinn
No.
looks
All right,
No,
and
no,
what
he
else?
did
are you
come to
doing?
play
He's
tonight.
kicking
Anything
some
else?
ass.
Anything else?
Nope. I think I have done enough this round.
All right.
I was very successful.
Yeah,
Yay me!
All right, Oriana.
Okay, so that was all on this buddy right over here,
Yep.
yeah?
It was
yeah,
on
yeah.
that, buddy.
I see something getting close to Sunset and Alabaster, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I'm going to Dissonant Whispers him.
Nice.
All right.
Let's
Wisdom save?
Yeah, let's just do first level for now.
Smart.
Early in the day. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
no.
almost
Oh,
max damage.
shit!
All right. Psychic damage. Yeah, it succeeds. Things don't have very high wisdom. No, sorry, your spell succeeds. It doesn't have very high wisdom.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
well,
I was like,
shit. One time I rolled good damage.
Okay. All right, and then it uses its reaction to move away.
Now,
You see,
here's my
y'all are
question.
worried about me doing damage. I mean, y'all are doing good damage.
Yeah, but you're literally a beast.
You
It's
do
in your
more
name.
damage.
You're made to do damage. Also, I have a question. Do the tellers get attacks of opportunity? Just peck it like.
No,
Yeah, they're not trained.
they are.
I didn't think so. I just thought
they
it'd be
are,
funny.
They are
They're not
terrified.
war Tellerics.
They're
And-
probably like pooping all over the cart at this point.
Yeah,
At
That
they're
is
this
probably
terrified.
true. I just thought it
Dog.
would be hilarious if they would just started going on like an angry chocobo.
You. Yeah.
I mean,
Heck him right in the
you know
eye.
what? Sure, they no. Actually, this is using its. Yeah, it's using it. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Fail on the first one. The second one. E. Yeah, the second one hits. All right.
Oh, this is actually happening. This is cool. I just wanted this to happen for comedy.
All right.
Hex by the. There we go. All right.
And then my bonus action, I'll just say, well, this was meant to for one of our new friends, but seeing as how they aren't here, Cynric. Hey, rogue sister, ain't that whipster on the spirit crystal?
I can reach you, you know.
All right. It's catchy. You feel inspired.
Or someone else.
Anything
yeah.
else, or anything else, Oriana?
Shit, I'm almost tempted to stand between it and the Tellerics.
Oh yes. Please.
Are
You
you
know
gonna
what?
die?
If you want to go full bird girl, then go full bird girl.
Remember,
but,
it's a, you're
just
the
making Buffet
revived
escape at
DC
this
is
point.
now a D11. I mean, it's an 11. So gotta.
Yeah, remember that like armor though.
My AC is 12 right now.
Those are the robes.
Yeah. You have a wizard's AC, so
No, I'll move to the front of the cart so I have a better view.
Okay.
Smart.
Gotcha.
Move to the front of the cart.
That's
All right,
smart.
Senric.
Just gonna sigh and can't we have just a day without this?
It started off so nice. Had
Just
to
want a
take
day
it.
off.
20. So here is 25. I'm gonna come here.
Cindric
Yeah.
is Roger Murtaugh. Changed my mind.
I'm gonna go into a rage and wail on this thing.
Okay.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Okay,
Two
where's
attacks.
my weapon? Yep. And you know what? I'm gonna do it recklessly too.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
Dude.
So the first one is, let me turn on the damage. That's a 19.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that
Nice.
hits.
So that's 16 slashing and 5 radiant.
Oh, and
So,
because you did
21.
radiant damage,
Yeah.
it
the
takes
other
that
8.
extra radiant damage
Well,
from me.
actually, no, it doesn't take 8 because that was crit damage. So please roll your D, whatever
Well,
it
it
is.
rolled
Six,
it
it's
twice.
D6.
So would it, you accept one of those, or because it did roll?
No, roll it on your turn.
Oh. I'll do it again.
You roll in the
Yeah, I'll do it.
procs.
3.
Okay, another 3. So 24 damage. All right. Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The
Synergizing!
blast goes off. Okay.
And I'm going to hit him
Radiant
again.
Burst.
Okay, hit him
And
again.
that's a 27
That hits.
Wow.
for another 16.
All right.
This is why we want you to do damage, because you do more.
And then I'm going to hit him again.
No, you won't because you raged.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bonus
you're
action
right.
rage.
Okay, never mind. So then I'm going to end my turn by coming down here. And just holding still here.
Okay.
Cool.
I get excited about wanting to do the third attack.
I want to kill people. Oh.
Just want to hit it with my with minutes.
Just want to kill everything, guys. I mean, come
All
on.
right, Campion.
Okay. How is this frog looking thing looking?
It's hurt, but it's still, these things are pretty meaty.
Okay, cool. So, with this one right here, Campion is actually going to aim his, one of his gauntlets at it, and is going to shoot a little ball-looking thing, and it sticks to it, and it's going to cast Levitate.
Okay.
You mad genius.
Yes.
What's the save on it?
It is a con save 15. I'll actually post that now.
I get it though.
Wow.
You
Kinda beat me.
mad genius.
What's
if
your
it
spell
works.
save? Your spell save's 15?
Yeah, it needs to beat a 15.
Just hits a 15.
Oh,
Oh, that
fuck!
would have been
Hit
so
it,
good.
And you feel it lifting, and it just...
Like, oh shit, that would have been cool. And then he's like, king
And it
to
looks at you.
Greybone and Dwarvish. And he's like, Greybone, support. And then he is going to dash, not dash, he's going to move over
Yep.
here. And that is going to be just within his movement. And he is going to be flanking, and he, with my bonus action, he is going to attack.
Nice.
Double dogs.
That is an 8. I am pretty sure
Does
that's
not hit.
Advantage?
The creature just
Advantage.
smacks
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Flanking with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it one more time.
that is an 11.
Yeah, he just smacks it away.
Ping.
Queens, dude.
All right.
I am. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you moving anywhere?
You know what? I am going to actually get some fucking distance, dude. Right there. I'm good with that.
All right. Altair.
Alright. I'm gonna go to this side of the cart, hop over, go to this guy here. I'm gonna go and give him a good hit.
Okay, give him a little whack.
Oh, what for?
Hey, there we go.
That hits.
There you go.
And I'm going to spend my spell slot to smite it.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
12 damage onto him.
Okay. Well,
10 force damage.
okay.
And
Damn.
He is knocked prone. So he's immune to both.
That hits.
For 11.
All right. 11
Respectable.
damage. Nice. Okay.
And bonus action, I suppose. But nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Peregrine, it is your turn.
Okay. I am flanking with Greybone, and even if I weren't, I have allies within 5 feet, so I get pack tactics on him.
Plus it's prone, so you have
Plus
triple
it's prone,
advantage.
so,
Just
you
eat him.
know,
Just eat
I
him.
just mauled the shit out of him.
Go for it.
16.
Wow.
Yeah, that hits.
10 piercing.
All right. Hit him.
Okay.
But he's already prone, so I don't have to worry about knocking him prone.
Double prone.
Super prone.
You knock him so prone, he doesn't even bother getting up on his own turn. He's like, all right, fine.
Just
No,
stay
no,
on the
he's-
ground.
He's so prone, he gets buried on the ground a little bit.
Laid on the ground.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Why is Baltime's sheet broken on D&D Beyond?
Broken?
Yeah, I can't get
Look it
into
up.
it.
Try reloading.
Nope, won't work. Alright, anyway, it's the creature's turn.
Alright.
Oh. Wow, yeah, I just refreshed mine. I haven't been using my roll 21.
It's gonna stand up. It's gonna attack you, Baltime.
Yep.
This one is 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Bites into you. 15 piercing damage.
15.
Claw at you. Another 25 to hit.
Yeah.
9 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
Okay. And then set con.
Yep, on, please.
That's 15. Not. Sorry.
Okay. You managed to you managed to shake off this burning feeling, but it strikes at you again with its claw.
Yeah.
Natural 19. So 27 to hit. Another 11 slashing, and I need you to make another Constitution save.
11. Alright.
Ooh, okay. As you stave off the first one, you manage to push it out of your system, but the second strike across your body, you feel this burning flow through you. Your maximum hit point is reduced by 13. Maximum hit point total.
But not. Yeah. Okay.
So your hit points right now are at 24, but you can't heal
the
up
max.
to 40 something,
Yeah.
46.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
shit.
feel this burning go through you as something leaches into your system. All right. This one is going to growl and try and step forward to you, Cynric.
Okay.
Moves up to you.
Okay.
And it will strike at you 3 times. It's advantage because you were reckless.
It sure does.
Natural 20. So natural 20. 25 piercing damage as it bites into you, half to 12.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yep.
13 slashing damage, reduced to 6, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay. Let me turn off advantage real quick. So that's a 27.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. And another 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
9 slashing damage, reduced to 4, and I need you to make another con save. This thing just strikes at you multiple times.
That's 17.
All right, yeah, you're fine. You just shake it off. This one is going to...
And that one, as soon as it gets in, if it gets in my range,
Yeah, it
is what I'm using my
Okay, it's
reaction
there.
on.
All right.
All right.
Just a regular attack.
That's a 15.
Have inspiration.
Yep. And that's a D8, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 16.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and strike it, and it speed is reduced
So,
to 0.
oh, good lord. 8 damage.
Okay. Speed
But at least it can't get to the Telleric, so
Or
that's all I
you.
care about.
Or you, yeah.
And it turns towards you and growls.
Growl back at it.
And
Hit right in
that,
the leg.
I believe, is their turn. Quinn.
Okay. First, I would like to bonus action use the spiritual weapon to give that boy right there a good old-fashioned whacking
Go ahead.
right upside his dumb face. So, come on.
Yeah, I mean...
Ooh, natural 20!
Nice.
3rd level spiritual weapon crit, baby. This is gonna be nice.
Nice.
you could, like, kill this, that would be great.
I'm gonna do my best, alright? I promise. Woof.
All right, so 16 plus 4, 20 damage. Nice.
Yeah!
All right, so you smack it.
Mm-hmm.
Screeches out.
Yes. I enjoy this.
Wait, didn't you say it was at 3rd level?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got higher
It is
level
3rd
casting.
level. It only gets 1 at. It's a natural 2nd level, so it just gets an extra D8.
Oh,
on
Yeah,
third
Yeah.
level.
yeah.
I thought it was
Spiritual
2D.
weapon is a 2nd level.
Yeah.
I thought
Alright.
it was
It
2D.
gets an extra 1d8.
Oh, one thing I will let you know is on when it came around to like their go, it looked like some of their wounds stitched up as well.
Crap. Okay. Hit harder. Got it.
All right.
Okay. Cool. And then for my action, I'm going to... Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do a classic. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt
Okay.
on the same one.
At what level?
I'm just going to do it at first.
Okay. Go ahead.
So here
Yeah.
comes that. Oh, that's a natural one. That fails
Okay.
miserably.
You fire out the blast, and it sails off.
I mean, have you seen the size of this thing?
Anything else? Yeah. Well. it
I
was,
mean, that was my
miscast.
action, and my bonus action, I don't really
Okay.
need
You're
to
You used
move.
your...
You used, yeah.
Use both. Good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That was my action, bonus action. I don't really need
All
to
right.
move, so yeah, I'm good.
All right, Oriana.
Well, this is less than ideal. Kind of hoping one of them would be down already, but I guess not.
These are beefy creatures.
They're beefy
Yeah.
boys. Gonna have to hit harder.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I think the strategy of keep them from getting to the Tellerics is probably the best thing right now, so...
Another dissonant.
Another Dissonant Whispers, I think, on the same one. This boy over here. Oh, that's like minimum damage, so...
Natural 19. So it has terrible wisdom. 17.
Okay, so it takes 2 psychic
Okay.
damage and nothing else.
Just glares at you.
I think I've managed to successfully piss both of them
Anything
off,
else?
though. So,
Well, that person just made it run away twice, so or tried to. Make it run away twice. And another one's engaged with you. We'll see. We'll see what it does on its turn. Anyway, Oriana, you still have a bonus and your movement.
I really don't want it to go after the Tellerics. I will inspire... Well, Sinric's kind of in a terrible spot, so yeah, I'll inspire Sinric again.
Okay. You say to Sinric.
I'll just strum like a line from like a sea shanty or
Okay,
something.
yeah.
Something I
Play a
think
nice,
you might like.
Yeah, you play like a nice little ditty. Sinric, you feel inspired. Woo! Great. All right. Anything else?
I can't. If I go out, I'm these things hit hard. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right, Sinric, it is your turn.
Fair
okay.
enough.
We're going to self-advantage and continue to attack this
Okay,
thing.
so recklessly attack.
Yep.
Do it up.
So the first one... the first one is a 15.
That
Yeah,
just
I'm
hits.
first. Oh, okay.
All right. So that is holy crap.
Oh,
23
wow.
damage.
9 radiant damage.
Wow.
15 slashing.
All right.
So much. Ow.
So,
And then the second attack
Okay.
is a 17
hits.
for another 15.
Okay.
Jesus.
And the third one is a 21
Hits.
Damn.
for another 10.
All
Okay,
right,
so
still
how
up.
much total did you just do
Looking-
in one turn? Guy that complains about how we want him to keep doing damage. I don't see why you guys do damage to you.
23,
48 damage.
33.
48.
Get damage. You shut your mouth, okay?
All right, anything
Shut
else?
your mouth and hit things.
Almost
That's
50
that's
almost
that's
50.
that's all I can do.
All right.
But that was so much you
Champion.
just did. We're all so proud of you.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
This one's looking
Real hurt.
Looking real hurt.
Yep.
Okay,
Although you
and
don't
then
have a
this-
really good line of sight on it because you're like kind of behind the cart's quite high.
Yeah, our
Gotcha.
cart's kind of tall.
You can-
Okay.
It's a large creature, but it'll have a bit of cover if you try to
Okay.
attack it.
And then
Right.
what about
From
what
where
about
you
the-
are, you'd have to move up. The one below,
yeah.
looks pretty beefy.
Looks pretty beefy. Okay. So then I'm just gonna help with that then. So you see him load a weird-looking bolt that has a bottle at the tip of it. He fires it, and if it works, it's gonna burst into a cloud of smoke. He's going to cast Infused Essence at first level.
I don't know what that does.
Isn't an infused essence an ability, not a spell?
No, it is a spell.
It's an artificer's
Boom.
spell.
Wait, is this my homebrewed spell?
Is it?
Yes, it is. You can't. Have
Oh,
that.
okay. Got you. Then no.
That is
Then
the
I
spell
am.
From...
The crit, bro.
Got you.
I'll let you
okay,
have the
cool.
crit if you want to do another attack spell, but you can't have that one. That one's specifically for the
Got you. Okay,
ranger
cool.
subclass that I created.
So then I am actually going to scratch that, and I am going to cast.
I think the problem was that D&D Beyond did. Fix
Yeah,
that.
D&D Beyond
I
doesn't
have
limit.
I have access to that spell too. I remember asking about it before.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Well, we
set
have
the
access to
things
it because it's her
properly.
homebrew.
Why can't I get
It-
into
it
your?
doesn't
How do I
do it by
fix
the
your
level.
fucking sheet?
I don't know. Let's go with my sheet.
Wait, my sheet or his sheet?
No, his sheet.
I have no idea.
Can't even
So,
like
yeah.
edit it. I can't do anything.
So yeah, then I'm just going to cast bonus
Yeah.
action. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Branding Smite, and then I'm just going to shoot this thing in the fucking face. Okay.
All right. Well, she said she would let you keep the crit, so
Yeah, I'll let you keep the crit. So the
Okay.
first one's a crit. So go ahead.
Okay.
So you're just using your crossbow.
Yes.
Okay, so the first roll 2d
10.
2d whatever 8 it is.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Heavy or light?
Yeah, it's a heavy.
I think 10.
It's the thing.
that's
10.
2d10 then. Yeah.
So so 9 and roll another d10.
Yeah.
Sure, Brandon Smite. Is that
You could just click the
D6?
damage thing again.
Oh yeah, forgot. Come on, why don't you fucking work?
Well, no, he can't. I mean, just okay.
Yeah.
Roll a
Here.
just roll a 1d10.
There you go. That's a 3,
Okay,
and then I lift my
so
Branding
7
Smite,
Okay.
and that's another 2d6 slash roll 2d6.
That's 4 to 6.
All right, cool. So that's just been. And
Okay,
then I attack
well,
again.
I'm not going to give 46 because. Okay, well, I'll give the 46, but
I mean,
technically
yeah,
he would have
right.
had to cast
Right,
the branding
yeah.
smite before.
Yeah,
he
I would
knew
have to-
that
yeah,
would have
no, no.
happened. But it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll give it to you this time, but like we have to just be careful of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll give you the branding smite on your next. Well, no, your next attack
Yeah.
fails, so
Yeah.
I'll give it to you on this one. It's fine. So just roll another 2d6.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, 17 plus 7, 24 plus 10. That's 34. Nice.
Woo!
Get rid of this spell then. Hold on.
Yeah, just change it for something else.
Yeah.
I managed to deactivate. Sorry, you'll have to. I'm gonna see if I can do it now.
I had my sheet earlier this week. So I don't know.
Still 403.
It might be a D&D Beyond issue. I mean,
Yeah, but everyone else's is working.
I mean, I can access my sheet.
I might have
Yeah,
to
I mean,
create.
I'm
I might
sitting
have
in
to
my
create
shit.
another Baltaim and then.
Well, team, you get a brother.
Well, James
Multi-
is borked.
Okay. Anything else for you, Champion? You used your bonus action.
Yeah, I
used
use my
both
bonus
your-
action.
both your
So
attacks.
actually, I'm actually going to move. Hold on. There. This. And there we go.
Move him,
Yep.
but he can't attack.
Yep. But he could still use his reaction to protect.
There's a
One
protect
attack.
reaction.
Yeah, it is a reaction.
Oh, it's part of his stat block, huh?
Cool.
Nice.
All right,
Good dog.
Baltaim, it is your turn.
Oh, yay. Lucky me. Ah, okay. Let's get a. I don't like getting hit all the time. Let's get around this one. Like, upper, very bottom.
Nice.
I'm going to bonus action X-Blade curse this guy.
Okay.
And,
Place curse him as the feathers sort of coalesce as shadows on his body, and it sticks to him.
let's swing for the fences.
Come on.
You can do it.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
For
8 slashing.
plus 3 necrotic.
Okay, so 11 damage. Cool.
And after 20.
Yes.
You guys
Ooh.
say roll 20 never gives you shit. I'm not even listening to that anymore.
I don't
There's-
complain.
There's been like 5 crits this one battle, so
it's like a
Less
wait.
than 10 on a performance check that I have.
I don't give a
plus
shit.
9.
You guys
That's
got
because
on an
you
attack on a
suck at
performance check that
barding.
doesn't matter in a battle that does. You guys have had like 5 nat 20s this battle already. So
I'm gonna smite cheese too, by the way. So.
okay, go ahead.
I want a crit.
we want you to have one too, buddy. We
I want
do.
a crit.
You get a crit. You get a crit.
Oprah in this bit.
All right, so 16
Plus
Start hand that
3
shit out.
plus
And plus. Extra 28.
Wow.
Oh, it's normally 3d8.
Yes, 38.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
Holy fuck!
It's 1d8
Right.
and then first full slot another 1d8. I have 30 rolls.
Sick, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
damn,
Smites are
son.
good burst.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm probably gonna go down next turn, but yeah.
Well, it's looking real hurt. So.
Oh, yeah, he's prone, but yeah. All right. Harry.
All right.
Eric's turn.
At them pack tactics.
I'm
Get
gonna
it.
maul the fuck out of him again, or at least try.
Pack them tactics.
23
Hey,
That
there we
hits.
for 7 piercing.
Oh.
Oh no.
I just missed it. I
just
just
missed
know.
it,
I
yeah.
just missed
Probably got
it.
like
I
2
don't have-
HP. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still up, but it is not looking good.
Yeah. I'm going down.
All right.
Hey,
Anything else?
it's not worry. You know why?
That's all I
Campion's
got.
got heals. Campion's got all the heals.
All right. So it's their
So I
turn
just
now.
pissed it off. Make it-
One's going to stand up.
You lose your hacks. You're like, oh fuck. Dude.
Yeah. What's got the dog, right?
mean, I can block one attack for you. That's it, dude. Still a pretty solid odds.
Yeah, it's gonna strike at you, Altaim.
Why?
Okay.
Why would it go-
Why?
You just exploded it.
What happened?
22 to hit.
Disadvantage.
You're not within 5 feet of him.
The creature, within 5 feet of the creature.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
post it.
20 to hit.
That's what it is.
Cutting.
It hits.
Yeah, you have to do it before she says it.
Well, yeah, you guys are always freaking
We
fast.
are really like
I might hear the
fast.
number.
We're bad about being super fast on the declaring whether it hits or misses. We gotta watch that
Okay,
shit.
so 15 piercing damage. Bites into you. The next one, 25.
Well, that's too high. I think it's too high. Your AC's like 17, isn't it?
I was just letting you. I was trying to tell you
Okay,
we're good.
11 damage, and I need you to
Oh
make...
no, it's
no,
not. Look at the
I
wrong
think it...
one.
It probably doesn't matter, right? My hit
down.
natural.
Nope, it
Well, I
still goes through.
Yeah.
So con save, please. So the hex falls
Okay.
off. Yeah, you managed to steal.
Wait, why does the hex fall off?
Because he just went unconscious.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
Oh,
That,
And
the
it's
con
going to
is for
strike
the-
at you again.
Yeah, I figured.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
22.
I mean, yeah, that hits.
cutting words.
I'll let
God
you.
Damn
I'll
it,
let you
dude.
try it.
Alright.
So
7.
17.
17 misses, even with my -1 armor.
Okay, yeah.
So I have 19 batteries.
Stay at 18. All right.
Oh.
Not that. He wants to get through. He's gonna attack Teleric.
Oh god.
Ooh, that's gonna suck.
Things have terrible AC.
I mean, I can check for you. It's a 13
Yeah,
armor
no, I
class.
have it. I have it written in so that I would remember. So it hits on the first one, bites into this thing. 12 damage. Again. That hits it. Okay. Third attack on it. And hits it again. And it goes down. Teleric is down. And then this thing is going to finish its movement to move up to you. It's just gonna like step on top of the Teleric's body, basically. All right, this one on Sinric gets advantage.
Bring on the
Natural
damage.
20.
That's the second time I've been crit by this thing.
Well, it's got advantage.
Yeah, odds are in its favor.
19 damage, piercing damage reduced to 8. Is that right? Yeah, reduced to 8. No, reduced to 9. Sorry.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Nope.
All right. 19 to hit.
Yes.
17 damage reduced to 8 slashing, and I need you to make a con save.
All right. So I'm going to use my inspiration.
All right.
Oh, that's a 13. Crap.
You feel the burning go through you,
Fuck.
and your max HP is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Feel awful as you feel this pulse go through you. All right. Quinn, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, first, bonus action. I'd like to smack that thing again, please and thank you.
Go ahead.
So first, here comes that. 23.
That hits.
Nice.
And wait for it. That is 10 force damage.
How do you want to take this out?
I would like to just raise the spiritual Abigail above its head, and I want to bring it down like it is one of those strength test games where you have to ring the bell.
All right.
I want to ring a fucking bell with
All right.
this thing.
You bring the spiritual weapon on top of its head, and you just slam into it, and as you slam into it, it slams it down right into the ground, crushing the head as you see a squish. It is dead.
Okay. Awesome. And then let's see. For my action, that is too far. All right. Yeah, for my action, I would like to cast Mass Healing Word.
That's a bonus action, I believe.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bonus action spell.
Oh, right, because Mass.
Both of the words are, yeah.
Healing Word. Oh, yeah. Well, shit. Never mind that then. Shoot. Okay. In that case, I will not do that, and instead, I am going to. Yeah. Instead, I'm going to shoot the one that is still standing. Yeah, actually, I can get a line of sight on this one over here, right? The one that was trying to eat Baltame?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to shoot it and try and hit that thing with... Hope this works. With Guiding Bolt.
All right.
So... Oh, damn it, that's a 10.
You fire, and it
Guiding Bolt does not work for me.
just like
Yeah.
it hits it, but it pings off some of the armored sort of weird scales on its back, and it just shrugs it off.
I'm just going to stop preparing Guiding Bolt. That spell does not do it for me. It's just,
All
I
right.
cannot
Anything
ever
else,
hit with
Quinn?
it. Actually, I would like to jump out of the cart.
Okay.
And head back over in this direction. So it's 5, 10. How much does it get out? Like 15?
It depends on where you get out of, like what you're
Here,
trying to do.
just out the back.
Like nothing. I'll just say you can hop down.
Okay, cool. And then so that
That's like 15 feet, right? Or
yeah.
then you still have 15.
And then right over here. Because I'm going to try to hopefully get to Baltame on the next round.
All right, Oriana.
Fuck. The third attack took it down, right? It didn't like just keep wailing on them.
No, it's the third attack took it down.
Sometime maybe. Fuck it, let's try it again.
Try what?
Dissonant Whispers.
Hey, getting it back
Damage.
up off those birds.
16.
Really?
Yeah, I think just beat
Rolled
it.
an 18.
Yeah.
Minus 2.
motherfucker.
Ah.
Man,
That's that bullshit.
All right, so 6
that's the worst
damage.
feeling too. Even like when it has a negative, it
I
still
mean, you
makes
complain.
it.
You complained about us always complaining about our bad rolls, but you always have good rolls.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
always.
Actually,
I've missed
No.
most of my rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Your cutting words stopped me from doing 2 death saves on one of your people.
Yeah.
Trying to kill me. You wanted that death.
I
You wanted that
think
blood.
Jake's just upset
you're
about the
welcome to
saves,
keep
man.
complaining, and I will throw harder shit at you and make sure you all TPK, and then we can restart the campaign. How about that?
I'm not complaining.
I would like
Alright.
to point out that I also am not
so what are you
complaining.
gonna
I love
do?
you very much.
Bonus action movement.
Well, I don't know now.
I mean, he went through the I'll say this: you don't need an insight check. He went through the Telleric to get to you. He's pissed
No, I
at
know.
you.
But he's within 5 feet of me, so if I try and run away, he's just gonna hit me.
No, but I'm saying you're pissed because the Telleric went down, but he went through
Why do
the
I have
Telleric.
6 missing HP?
Oh,
don't know.
sorry, I put it on the wrong. That was me.
Oh, okay.
There was this thing. Sorry,
Butters.
we're both in the same.
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage for complaining.
Being
No,
sad
it
over
was
the
me.
Telleric.
I was clicking on the wrong thing.
6 psychic damage just because you're having
But anyway, you have your bonus action and move. So, what would you like to do?
Oh shit! Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay. I'm gonna jump out of the cart
Okay, you jump out of the cart.
so that I can flank with Sinric, at least.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to...
All right. So
Reckless.
you're just staying there.
It's kind of smart.
And I will... Fuck. I'm gonna inspire Campion, actually.
Okay. What do you do?
Campion, I know you make some pretty dope shots. You should probably make some dope shots.
All my shots are dope.
All right. Anything else, Oriana?
Oh
You done?
man, this is
Yeah,
why I
you-
fucking love
You
Champion.
have inspiration. Camp.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
that'll be
Sinric.
it, so that Sinric can get advantage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I don't see Quinn right now because he stole my kill. So I'm gonna huff over to this guy.
All right.
Just walk
I'm
over
gonna-
and huff like.
Fuck Quinn.
And I'm going to wail on this thing in with non-reckless advantage this time.
All right.
Hooray!
Woo! Teamwork.
Makes
the
the
dream work.
Makes the
26.
monsters dead.
So that's a 16.
All right.
We're gonna do it again. And that's a 21.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And that's another 12.
12. Okay.
And we're gonna do it a third time. And that's a 27.
Again,
Yes.
again.
And that's another 8.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just thinking of
Smack
the
it 3
baby from
times.
Dinosaurs right now. Just wham, wham, wham.
Not
I
the
f- I
mama.
feel like
Yeah, he's
In
going full
any
not the
given-
mama on this thing.
Campion.
Could that be my new weapon? Like
Okay.
a
It is
stick
your
with a frying
turn.
pan on the end?
So Campion, he's gonna pull out a syringe, bolt, shoot it at fucking Boltaim at 2nd level. Cast healing. Oh shit, no! I have cure wounds, so I have to run to him. I blanked out, dude. So yes, that's why I was doing
Cure
fucking
wounds.
rage.
I was like, you don't have a
Yeah,
healing word. You
I
know
don't know. I'm feeling weird. Cure wounds 2nd level, dude.
All right.
So boom. There you go.
Oh,
Gets 10 HP.
Okay, cool.
Ew.
That was
Stronger.
my action.
Your action. Still have your bonus.
Cool. Yes, I still have my bonus action. Actually, well, no, that'd be taking an action to help him get up. Baldur's Gate 3, man. If I were to actually, because I still have my bonus action, I can still do that. You know what? Greybone. Yeah, Greybone is gonna do that, because if I do that, and then dip.
What are you gonna do?
So yes, so this is what's gonna happen. So Greybone, I'm not using my bonus action, just Greybone's moving. he's going to move out of this guy's range to get to Oriana, to her side. So he's going to take the opportunity of attack.
All right. Does 20... Wait,
Oh yeah,
23 hit?
that's gonna hit. Yeah.
12 piercing damage, or actually 12 slashing damage as it just slashes out.
Gotcha. Okay, so minus 12. And then since he's machine, he doesn't have to do the con thing, right?
No.
Okay, cool. So he's going to go over to her side, and he is going to back her up with that disadvantage. And then Campion is going to use his bonus action to click the heels of his boots and activate his Boots of the Winding Path and get the fuck out of here. He's going to teleport 15 feet back.
All right, teleport yourself back.
That's... yeah, I have to occupy this space right here, so boom.
All right, you go back 15 feet.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm gonna get back up.
All right, you stand up.
Let's,
Don't you have Thunderstep?
I can use both my full slots.
Yep, you used Eldritch
shit.
Smite twice.
Fuck, I forgot, dude.
No, it's fine.
It's cool. We got this.
I have what, 15 feet?
Yes, I have to move.
Just get around to him.
Boom.
Next side. Fuck this frog.
What the fuck?
Fuck this
man.
one.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, he looks real bad. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that just hits.
That hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
How would you like to finish
Oh
this?
yeah, fuck this frog.
Hey, we did it! Yes! Yes! Teamwork makes the dream work, baby!
These goddamn legs. I'm taking these legs. I'm just cutting below the waist. Legs.
We're gonna deep fry these things tonight.
Dissect.
All right, you swipe out with your sword and slice through its legs, and you watch as it just like falls on the ground with a scream before like wriggling a bit, trying to crawl on the ground for a moment before it submits to its wounds and dies.
Okay. I'm good. I can't move, so I can't use anything else. So yeah.
Okay.
I just I give a
That, but again, for good measure.
I do like a wave to like the puppy or the dog, the wolf. What? I don't know what words are anymore.
Yeah.
It's a robot dog.
No, I think you
I
might
was
be.
Perry. Yeah.
Oh,
Perry.
Perry.
Me.
Yeah, you're dipping, man. You're dipping out.
All right. So that is it. Peregrine. It is your turn.
I nod at ball team, give a little oh, and rush over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get like right here so I can flank. Not that it matters. And I'm gonna bite.
All right.
Get him.
Natural 20 for 25.
All right.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Needs
All
to make a
right,
strength
so-
save.
Yeah, 14 and then a DC 13. But the thing is strong.
20 save. So 14 damage. Nice.
That is fine. Spell slot. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, look, it's unconscious.
It is going
wish.
to strike at you, Oriana. Natural 20.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah, please, yes, please. On that one.
18.
Don't you have cutting words?
You try and cut some words. It'd be a lot of words to cut.
Yeah.
What do you got to lose?
I'm also
Big money, no
gonna use
whammy,
my
I guess.
reaction.
Yeah,
I
dude,
know
come
what
on.
you have to lose. Hit
Come on.
points.
Come on.
Come on. You can do this.
Big money, no whammy.
Oh,
Nope.
shit. Okay.
Wah, wah.
That's the last one, too.
So 14
noises.
piercing damage.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit it?
Yes.
Okay. So that was another 8 damage to him.
Okay. 4 to hit.
It's literally
Doubled my AC there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
13 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh boy. Okay, it's over half my health gone already.
I tried to,
All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad, man.
Okay. You know,
You have 12 less total maximum hit points as you feel this burning sensation.
Oh.
Strikes again. 19 to hit.
Yup.
11 slashing damage, and I need you to make another Constitution save, please. All right, that one
19?
you're able to stave off the burning sensation.
Oh. Well, that's cool. I didn't know if I put minus
Creature
12
is
in my
going
max,
to,
it actually gives my max.
jump up on the cart here, so Perry and Greybone get opportunity attacks on it. Not with advantage,
Gotcha.
though.
Not with advantage.
Oh, wait. I forget because I'm never actually in combat.
Also.
Ins.
Pardon?
Okay.
The rogue, the react. Oh no, wait, that's a reaction.
A reaction, and you used your reaction for cutting words.
Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah,
It's
I
the first
missed.
time I've been hit with a melee attack.
Well, you always use your reaction for other
Yeah,
things.
he
Oh,
misses
wow.
as
Yeah.
well.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no luck.
Yeah.
Why is it?
it's like I'm the captain now.
I think this is elaborate sand ski jacking. They were just trying to steal our fucking cart.
Ribbit.
He's jumping up there like gribbit, and he's gonna just try and make the last teller go and just.
Oh!
Coming over you.
Oh.
What did I ever do to him yet?
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Quinn, it is your turn.
Well, I don't like this at all. So,
Dylan.
I would very much enjoy doing that. Yes. Let's see. How far can I move spiritual weapon in one
20
turn?
feet.
20
You won't be able to
feet.
get it to him this turn.
Hmm.
20 feet. You won't be able to get it to him this turn.
Okay. Yeah, I would not. That's fine. Instead, I will use my bonus action to. Let me just measure out some distance here. Okay, so yeah, I could do this. My bonus action, I would like to cast Mass Healing Word,
Okay.
and I would like to target myself, Baltaim, Oriana, Sinric, and also the dead bird.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Then what?
All right, yeah.
The teller.
Go ahead.
The Telric.
Yep,
Go ahead and roll
I'm
it.
gonna save that fucking bird. I'm trying anyway. So that's 7 for everybody that I
All
said.
right.
Not much, but hey.
Hey,
Well,
I'll
you
take
almost
it.
doubled what I have.
All right. And what are you going to do for your action?
For my action, I am. Let's see. Actually, let's check something. Okay, yeah. For my action, I would like to just try to cast a little spell. I'm just gonna go for a sacred. Actually, oh, hold on. No, I got a better idea. Fuck this. For my action, I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna.
Smart.
Smart,
And
smart.
I'm just gonna run back over here.
Okay.
He fucking wants me. He can come and get it,
All right.
but he's gonna fight me on my terms. Damn it.
Okay. It's your turn.
And yeah, that'll do it.
Oriana, it's your turn.
Oh. Yeah, fuck it, because this is just the beginning of the day. I'm going to conserve some spell slots and fire some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. First one doesn't hit, second one.
Okay, 5 force damage.
Okay.
And... I think I'm the lowest, probably. I don't know. Does anybody look like they're worse than I am right now?
Probably
Altaim
both.
looks pretty crappy, but I don't know if he's worse than you. You're probably both looking pretty crappy.
He's closer to the thing. Yeah. Let's give him a good one. Healing.
Oh, nice. Okay, 10 HP. For
That's
you,
good.
Altaim.
And 5, 10, 15. I'll just move out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20. That should be far enough.
Okay.
Don't want to get too far. Okay, that's it for my turn.
Okay. It is Cynric, your turn.
Right. So I have 40 feet of movement. Would I be able to follow this thing through the cart?
Go ahead and make an athletics check to hoist yourself up. See if you lose anything.
Athletics?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. That's an advantage because it's strength.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
You're all mad.
Barbarian Rage.
So that's a 25.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Damn!
Okay.
You just vault over the cart.
I'm coming up here.
Just
and I'm-
hardcore parkour.
Yep. Just like
Kinda.
right
You're
through,
gonna reckless?
dive through. And yeah, we're going to recklessly attack this guy some more.
Okay.
Go for
Do
it,
it.
man.
Let me turn that on. And come on. That's a 25.
That hits.
Nice.
Nice.
That's another 20.
Okay, damn.
So that's a 27.
Oh, that hits.
That's another 13.
How do you want to take this creature?
Yes.
I want to jab this glaive like right into its hip socket and try to pry this thing's hip bone apart.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you slash into it and you get into the meat of the creature and you pull it out and you hear the creature just wail, and then you take it again and you slam it in one more time and you hear the crunch of breaking bone and you twist and you watch as the hip just tears as this creature just lurches sideways, screeches out before its eyes sort of roll into the back of its head and it drops down dead. And as that happens, the quiet of the forest, other than the breeze rushing through, takes hold once more as these creatures lay in pools of their own sort of bluish, ichorish blood.
Gross.
As you are left
They don't dissolve.
no, they do not dissolve.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, cool beans.
Good to know.
I just kind of plop down onto my butt and just kind of I don't feel so good.
I second that.
Alright.
That same
Something
emotion
weird
right
about those claws.
All right. Once we're
Guys.
out of initiative, I'm gonna shift back because I have a feeling my services will be needed.
Don't worry about the map. I'm gonna switch us over anyways because the battle's done.
Could I
Okay.
do a medicine check on Beltane?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead
would like
and
to-
make a medicine check.
Okay.
I would like to do that as well. I'm going to do that one on Oriana.
Oh, that's just a 12 for him.
Let's see how I do.
You can see his forehead is burning up and he's sweating, but you're not quite sure the nature of whatever this was.
Okay.
How's a
Oh, there you
25
go.
get though for
Boom.
Oriana?
Yeah.
Quinn, you head over and it seems like whatever this is, it's gotten into her blood
Mm-hmm.
and seems like some kind of disease of some sort.
Okay. Do I get the sense with that I could use lesser restoration to fix it because it cures a disease? I don't know, like what we're working with here.
I mean, it cures disease, so
Okay, so probably I'm gonna give that a shot.
Just gonna boop me.
Pretty much.
all right. So you cast lesser restoration on Oriana.
I do, yes.
All right. Expend the spell slot, and Oriana, you feel as if you come back to yourself, and you feel as if whatever this was has been purged from your body. You regain your maximum hit points.
Nice.
That feels much better.
Does Sinric look about as crap as Oriana did?
I'm behind the cart.
Yeah, I would have moved behind the cart
yes,
to get to you. Okay. Seeing that Quinn did that and it helped Oriana, I was like, be still, Sinric, and I'm going to reach out and just put my hand on top of his forehead and also cast Lesser Restoration.
All right. Expend the spell slot, and Sinric, you regain those hit points.
I feel better.
Not the hit points themselves, but the maximum.
Yeah. Campion's waving his arm. He's like, Baltaim isn't looking as well.
Oh, no. It'll run its course, I'm sure.
I don't think that's the case. And
okay. If you
let's
insist,
not risk things, Baltaim. Let's not take any unnecessary risks with our health.
Of course.
He's like
don't make Peregrine mom you.
Yeah. He's asking Baltaim. So Baltaim, how do you feel? Is it like is
worse than the flowers
in your skin?
Worse than the flowers.
He's like writing that in the journal. Is like worst.
So what are you guys doing?
If she goes to help him,
restoration.
if they go to help him, can I try and finish carving off that leg and throwing it in the cart before anyone comes back?
God, you probably don't want to eat this, dude.
I mean, if you put that in the cart, there, and
I'm gonna throw that shit out the back as we're
driving behind the cart.
No, they're gonna hear you chopping into a thing. Yeah, you can start chopping into it. Make a strength check.
Okay, has it been more than? It's probably been more than 6 seconds with the lesser restoration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, strength check. So that's a 16.
All right, it'll take you maybe a couple of good whacks, but you'll be able to carve through.
Okay,
we're not taking that.
Y'all aren't behind the cart.
No, we can hear you trying to butcher something.
No, the wet.
Quinn has walked over to Baltaim, who was on the side of the cart that you're on, so he's seeing you do this.
Yeah, plus we can hear the wet smack of...
Not to mention Peregrine just booped you on the nose to lesser restoration.
Yeah, she's right in front of you as she's walking away.
She's literally standing on the edge of
the
cart, on her toes to reach up to touch you.
No.
He
said he waited after you stepped away, but she also has a great perception and is very observant, so she hears you carving. Anyways, so Quinn, you're going over to Baltaim?
Yeah, and I will also do I'll do lesser restoration to him as well.
Okay, so use up that spell slot as well.
Okay, quick question, Dan.
Yes.
Can Campion sees that there was some kind of infection? Could he do, I don't know, a survival check or some kind of check to see what might have caused it?
I mean, Oriana called out the claws were when she felt bad.
I have an idea of when it was definitely.
So it might have. So most likely it's maybe the claws.
Yeah. That's what Melody yelled about.
Okay, then. Okay, cool. Could I get some claw specimens?
I love this Campion so much.
What do you have to harvest from a creature?
He's such an innocent weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have. Oh, actually, no, I don't have special tools. I have the Tinker's tools and I have the Alchemist supplies. I also have a fucking Morning Star. So
I'll point to the leg and say I got you a sample here.
Do you have a dagger or anything like that?
I don't, but could I use a
Morning
crossbow
Star?
bolt?
I mean, you can try with a Morning Star.
How about I help him with my dagger?
I mean, you're busy chopping a leg.
Everyone, you're busy.
He's doing this at the same time you're hacking into.
If I see Campion doing Campion things, I'm probably gonna come over, Campion, what are you doing?
You said that you felt really shitty after the claws. I'm feeling that there might be some kind of infection properties with these claws, and I'm trying to see if I can dilute that and maybe use it.
Okay, so you need help doing...
I don't have any cutting instruments. Do you might have that?
Quinn has a dagger he has literally never used and probably never will.
Okay.
So Quinn's
You
going
hand
to
that to Campion?
yeah, just reach out, unhook the dagger from wherever it is.
Okay, hands it to you. Campion.
I've literally never used this before. Here, if you need something to the cut.
Okay, Campion, go ahead and make a survival check.
Got you. Cool beans.
You also have inspiration too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw the D8, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what
So-
happens.
It's not quite been long.
He's just gonna use. He's just gonna use that D8 anyway.
He feels inspired to chomp some more.
So hey,
You
11
attempt
now.
to start carving through and kind of break the claw and are unable to get like a really good specimen, but you do get like a broken claw.
That was disappointing. He just puts it in a pouch and then like slinks back to the cart. He whistles for Greybone, and he climbs back into the cart, kind of disappointed.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and draw a rough sketch of these creatures so that when we get back to some semblance of civilization, I can research them to see if there's anything known about them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would, when we get started, start drawing them too.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh, me?
Yeah, everyone who's drawing.
Anyone?
All the artistic folk.
Yeah.
Roll 20 or
Okay.
22.
Gary's able
Please.
to.
And half that!
Yes, yes.
You're the unlucky one now, Jake.
The streak
You're-
continues!
See, this is why I hate rolling for stuff I'm good at.
So you're unable to really get anything. Perry, I will say, while you're fixated on drawing this, you're not going to be able to help with perception checks because you're spending time drawing this while you guys.
That's fine.
With the perception checks, I'm good.
Well,
That's
she's
fine.
She's like sitting in the cart drawing. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
Oh,
that's
are you in
fine.
the front though?
I would move out of the front and let
Yeah,
somebody else take
so
the front
if
seat.
you're gonna sit in the front, you
if
can
I'm
sit in
gonna
the front
draw.
with Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just able
like-
to make perception checks. 'Cause she's-
Yeah.
Also, before we do get back on the road, I want to just, I want to try and heal the wounded Tellerk a bit more. So I would like to use a first level cure wounds on it,
Okay.
just to make sure it's fit for the road.
Okay, go ahead and cure wounds.
So, come on, that's 5.
All right, you gave it 7. Okay, so it's at 12.
Oh,
All right.
And
I
I'm
see
gonna
that.
say Alabaster was probably the one that got hit. Is Alabaster looking sickly?
No.
Nope.
Not at all.
Well, I mean, it's looking like shit. It's bloodied and bleeding
Oh.
and looking rough.
Ulrich has
It's-
better constitution than I do.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think that's that hard, right?
I mean,
Anyway, so you.
I see that. I'm gonna give the teller healing hand, so I get 6 extra hit points.
Okay, another 6. All right.
I'm
It's
gonna
still
use
looking
one
hurt,
of-
but
Yeah,
it's,
but-
it's
Could I also use one of Greybone's repair three repairs?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. There we go.
To use a healing
Alright.
word on the Teleric so I can sing to
Six
it.
back.
5, 6. There we go. We're
All
good.
right, so you guys hop back in your cart to head out. You have a large leg of a frog creature in your cart.
Why are
Oh,
we
gross.
taking this?
Well, are we actually
Well,
taking this though?
They said they stopped me from taking it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I figured you threw it in, and they're
So-
gonna.
Well,
stop you from taking it.
Senric, this is a demon creature. I don't think it's like the flowers were not good for me. I think this would probably be 10 times worse.
The flowers were not good for me.
I didn't even eat the flowers.
He just passes
Yeah,
the bag. He passes the bag of holding. He's like, yeah, you could just put it in there if you want.
there we go. Problem solved.
There you
All
go.
right,
Oh,
so you stuff the
God.
leg into.
Would you like me to
um,
tie off like the limbs so it doesn't bleed as much?
Oh, I mean, I would appreciate that. I don't have a way to clean
Are
the
you-
bag if it gets dirty.
I'm morbidly curious. Is there
Okay,
Is there a
so you can
reason
put in your
Pixie
bag of
wants this
holding
leg?
leg of strange blue frog creature.
Got you. Strange blue frog creature leg.
The legs aren't tiny either.
I understand
Okay.
why he wants this leg. Why do you want this leg?
He wants to eat the leg.
No, they're asking you, Campion, why you.
Yeah.
No, I know why he wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
he
know
was
why
asking-
Champion wants things.
Yeah. Campion wants things to study. He was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Sinric.
very open about
Yeah.
that.
I thought he was knew why Sinric wanted it because. Sinric
No, I know why
No.
Champion wants it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Don't
carving it
necessarily
up to, release frustration. Now I got a trophy for a leg. Oh, a leg for a trophy.
know. Alright, okay. Alright.
Although in hindsight, once I calm down a little, I'm probably going to realize it's going to stink very soon and
Mhm.
probably get rid of it myself.
Well, you can't. It's in his bag.
Too
of
late
holding.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So, problem solved.
So
For
now
me,
it's his
anyways.
problem.
Yeah, exactly.
In 3 months, when he forgets it's in there, he's just
Yeah.
gonna pull out sludge.
The next
Yep.
time he opens the bag, it's like, what the hell?
That's what you think. That's what you think.
He
Okay?
goes to pull out a coin or something from
A
his
year from
bag,
now,
and
we're
then
gonna be
it's
like-
just covered in goop, and he's like, "What the?"
We're gonna be looking up these things in the bag and be like, what is blue frog leg? Does anyone know what that is?
We're looking in Campion's bag of holding. What is a blue frog leg for?
Like by
Are we
now,
gonna
that is
eat
blue
that?
frog leg bone. That could probably double as a club for someone of regular size.
All right. So you guys hop back on and begin your journey back out into the desert.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Campion's
Um,
just sitting in the front. He's
Still
just, like,
fairly early in the day.
pumping his legs.
It only took you an hour or so to run into sort of this issue. But as you continue northward, though still quieter than you would expect, nothing else seems to jump out at you. And by around midday or just after, you see the edge of the tree line as you break through into the desert. Actually, Quinn, can you just give me an animal handling check?
I sure can. And here it comes. 13.
Okay. It takes you a bit longer as your one Teleric is more difficult to control and seems not quite happy right now.
Mhm.
But you do manage to make it out. So it's probably about 1:30 in the afternoon as you break the tree line and see the hot desert sun above you.
Okay.
And I assume the people who aren't perceiving or doing anything can short rest, correct? cart?
Yes, those of you who are in the cart
Yeah.
that are just chilling.
I would like to.
I'll play the Song of
I
Rest
would like to not be that.
for those of you who are gonna use it.
Okay, so Song of Rest is what, an extra d6 that you roll?
Yeah, a d6.
Yeah, go ahead, roll that.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, hello.
Well, that's my hit die.
There's a
That's not the
crit.
d6.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I
That's
think you have to-
still good. At
I think you
least
have to
Yeah,
roll
it's a
the
crit.
extra
That's
roll
crit
the
right
roll
there.
a yeah roll. There you go.
Yeah.
Everyone gets an extra 3.
I was just rolling my one hit die so I could use it.
Beat up on the
So,
ball.
12 for me.
All right.
Hmm.
So you come out, and Baltaim and Campion and Quinn, you
Mhm.
feel the hot desert sun beating down on you as you are in your
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah.
You started to feel it actually a little bit before you broke the tree line, but you definitely feel it now.
Yeah, I was waiting for this point before doing anything. I'm gonna just pull up to a stop. Just, look at the other two who are also, in basically crab shells. And I was like, all right, we're gonna want to get out of this shit so we can not bake alive on the trip back. And just hope like hell we don't run into anything else.
Oh yeah, the desert. I forgot.
Yeah, fortunately I didn't. Because it's a fucking nightmare.
Wait, hold on.
You're in chainmail, right?
Oh, I'm in scale mail. Quick question. DM,
Yes.
is there a way to cast frostbite on my
No.
armor?
You want
Okay.
to hurt yourself? You are welcome to damage yourself while you keep yourself cold.
It was a thought. Gotta think outside the box. Okay, cool.
Some thoughts outside the box involve your own death, so maybe think a little closer to the inside sometimes.
Things that could help you are like things like protection from energy or things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But using a damaging cantrip on yourself will damage you.
Imagine like create water would probably help. Make it
Potentially.
rain.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
But that create water's instantaneous, so it would like rain on
Yeah.
you and then be done.
Just be a downpour and then done with it.
Yeah. Just be cool.
Quick question, DM. After I finished my drawing, would I have had enough time to have a short rest and get my wild shape back? Or have
Okay,
we not
wait.
been talking
Let me
long
just
enough?
ask this, Campion.
Yes.
When you first were in the cart, when
Yeah.
everyone found you, you had cast off chainmail.
Yeah, no, but that was with
How
one of my
did you magically
infusions.
get? Yeah, I know. How did you magically get? Well, yeah, but you infuse it with the cast off property. You still have to have chain. You don't just magically make chainmail out of nothing.
Yeah, no, he doesn't magically make chainmail. He has to have the chainmail.
Okay, so
I mean,
you,
the
where did
scale
you
mail.
get? Where did you get? You had chainmail originally. How do you now
No,
have
I
scale
had
mail?
I had scale mail. You gave me scale.
I never
I
gave you
originally-
anything. You took it.
Yeah, because you said I couldn't. I
Was
didn't
it
have the
cast off
plate. I
scale
thought I
mail?
originally had the plate, and then you were like, no, you don't have the plate. You have the scale
Yeah,
mail.
but then you made cast off chain. Anyway, I don't care. But this is okay. So you
Is
have
it
the scale
supposed to be
mail.
chainmail?
I think he
It
had-
doesn't matter. It
Right,
was
okay.
chainmail originally. It can be scale mail now. It just has a -1 because you did.
Yeah, I
lose
know. It
one
still has the
AC.
-1. That's why I'm at 14.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care which one it is. It doesn't really matter to me. They both have the same, don't they? Oh no, chainmail is better actually. I think, isn't
I
it?
think so. 16.
Well, yeah, chainmail's heavy.
That's why I thought you had chainmail, which is like, do
Yeah,
you want
I
scale
don't
mail,
have-
which is worse?
Well,
Or do
no,
you want
I can't
chainmail?
wear heavy. I can't wear heavy armor. I can
Oh,
only wear
that's why
Yeah.
you can't have it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
that,
okay.
I was thinking that too. I was like, wait, can
Yeah.
Because scale mail.
Artificer-
That's
Sisters
why I
even
was
use
wondering.
heavy
Originally,
armor?
you did have cast off chainmail, and I was like, that's weird. Okay. Anyway, okay. So yeah, scale mail's fine. I was like, why wouldn't you take the better armor? Okay, that's fine.
This is Jane.
So
His
are
question.
you
his
are you
special
taking off your armor, or are you leaving it on?
Yeah, I'd have to take off the armor.
Okay, so all three of you doff your armor. It takes you all about the same amount of time, and then you hop back in the cart and continue your journey.
So whoever is navigating, I'm going to give them the charts that I've been drawing as we're coming through the desert.
Okay, it's
Cool.
Campion
Smart.
that's sitting beside Quinn at this time.
Okay, so how long did it take us after the fight to get to the edge of the desert?
Couple of hours.
Okay, so I would have finished my drawing and
Yeah,
then I
you
could
would
have
have
had the
had
short
a-
rest
yeah,
to get
you
my
would have
wild
had
shape
it-
back. Okay.
Yeah, you would have had a short rest.
Because I don't need the hit points. I just want
No,
my
you
wild
got-
shape.
Yeah, you got the
So-
wild shape.
All right, thank you.
No problem. All right. So as you guys continue out into the hot desert sun, are you going in the same path as what you took, or are you starting to move sort of in the more westward direction to stay close to sort of the mountain area? 'Cause if you remember, you came like straight down from sort of Zentak, which was closer to the Izel border. Cagebarrow is about a day and a half, 2 days from there, but closer to the mountains. Now, you're probably, given the time and everything, you're probably about 4 to 5 days from Cagebarrow. But it's up to you on whether you want to stay out in the middle of sort of the desert and dunes, or if you want to sort of skirt the mountain range.
I think the mountain range, right? Because at least we have something to our back. You know what
I think
Well, we want the rockiness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
would
want the
get a little
rocky-
we would get a little closer to the mountain range at least, because one, we're more likely to find rocky outcroppings where we can set up camp if we're close-ish to the mountain range,
Okay.
and two, we can use it as a visual guide point to say, well, we
Take
know
you
we're
up.
going in the right direction
All right,
because
that's fine.
mountains meet
Just wanted
this
to
thing.
ask. Okay,
Yeah.
so you start to go sort of northwest to start making your way towards the mountain range. If you could give me a perception check, those of you at the front of the
Gotcha.
I certainly can. That is a 10.
That is a 21.
Well,
Okay.
there you go.
For the next couple of hours, you don't really notice anything, but Campion, you're doing your best to use like the charts that Cynric was creating to mark off any kind of like noticeable like landmarks and things that
Mhm.
you can see that and you feel like you're being pretty focused on that task and able to kind of keep a good sort of view of what sort of the area is.
Gotcha.
It's getting to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. As you see, the sun is starting to move a bit lower on the horizon. And you're starting to sort of prepare to figure out a place to rest and recover for the evening to make your next day's travel. And you see, like, now the mountain range has come up on sort of like your side, but it's not, you don't have a chance to get straight to the rocky sort of area. You also don't really see a pathway up or onto rock. You just see like mountain cliff face sort of like beside you. You're maybe about 100 feet away. I need Quinn and Campion to make another perception check.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 21.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's also
Nice.
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. As you're making your way northward and finally see the mountain range, you're keeping an eye out for anything strange, and you see a few birds circling the sky against sort of the sun as it's sort of lowering. Nothing really sticks out to you right now, hinting at anything. You just see those birds kind of like flying sort of above sort of the mountainous area. But you continue onward. And as you sort of try to keep an eye out for an area where you can kind of crest the cart up onto the cliff face, or this like the rocky beginnings of the mountain, and try to find like a trail that you can kind of park yourselves on safely, you notice that bird seems to be getting larger as it gets closer.
Okay.
What's getting larger? It cut out for a
Bird.
second.
Bird.
Yeah, bird. Yeah, Campion's like, is that bird? Okay.
Yup. And I do not want any further involvement with whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Would I be able to? I was like, yeah, you go ahead.
If it's pointed out to Perry, can I use nature maybe to see if I recognize the type of bird?
Go ahead and okay, first of all, make a perception check.
Okay.
Still quite far away.
Okay.
Can we?
That's a 14. So
It's
maybe
pretty-
not.
It's still pretty far away. It's hard.
Okay.
It looks like it's a bird.
Okay.
It looks like it's getting larger, so it looks like a fairly large bird, but you're not really sure
Okay.
at this distance. But it is at a pretty hefty, what looks to be a pretty hefty speed, heading towards you.
Okay.
Okay.
I would
okay.
like to start veering away from the mountain just sort of like see if I
Okay,
can
so you
push
start turning sort of east, away from the mountain, back out
Yeah.
into the desert, like sort of the more desert area. Okay. Yeah.
just a bit, because I want to. If this thing's coming toward us, I want to try and get the cart moving away from where it apparently lives, and then just see if I can push the Telerik long enough to make it stop following
Okay,
us,
so you
but still find a rocky outcropping for
Start
camping.
pushing the Teleriks away, and you see the shape is faster and faster and faster, and now this is huge.
Shit.
This wingspan is like it is still maybe
Shit.
300 feet from you,
Shit.
and this is you're like, is that an eagle? Is that no? That can't be. What the fuck is that? It's
Oh
getting
no.
closer
Oh no. Oh
and
no.
closer.
I would like to see if I can spur the Telerik on and make them go a little faster. It's just
Okay.
because I want to try and get away from this thing. I got nothing else for that. So
All right, you're
One can
spurring
hide us
on
or anything.
faster.
Shit.
And-
and
As you're spurring
actually,
and you're pushing,
one
right?
one other thing. want to see if because I have something prepared that I
You're
have
still going
not
away
used.
from the. Well, you're controlling a cart and 2 Telerics right now.
Oh,
So you'd
okay,
have
yeah,
to
that's
stop
right.
controlling the cart and the Telerics to cast a spell.
That is true. Okay.
Can I grab the reins then? Or not?
Yes, in the middle of like you're going at top speed right now. So
Got you.
you
Good
can transfer mid, but I'll say make an animal handling check if you want to do this.
Okay.
So go ahead. If Quinn and Campion want to do this, Campion make the animal handling check.
Okay. This is
I mean,
gonna be...
Oh.
we can, but if we're going top speed, I don't know because
Well,
I
I'm
can
asking
just.
Quinn. Would you try to transfer it to Campion, or would you just keep focusing on?
I think for right now, I'm just going to keep at.
Okay.
Just keep at it because if this gets.
Okay, at this point, it's like behind you as you guys are trying to rush away, and you are noticing it is gaining on you. It is now 200 feet, and it is fucking massive.
Quick question.
And Perry, at
shit.
this point, you look at it. This is no bird you've ever seen in your entire life before.
Could I do an insight to see if it's like?
Okay.
Actually, no, that insight wouldn't work. Can I pull out the frog leg and wave it in the air and throw it
Oh my
away from
god.
us?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Idea.
I can help you with that if you need.
Yeah, I would appreciate the help.
Okay. So you pull out the giant leg.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead
Okay.
and you hand it over to Sinric.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wave it in the air to make it appetizing, and then we.
Okay, so you start waving it in the air. And go ahead and make your toss. Strength check.
Okay, me or him?
Sinric, he gave it to you, right?
Okay. So strength check. That's a 23.
Nice.
Okay. So you toss it back behind the cart, and it sees you toss this, and as it's coming after you, you watch it dive down and snatch it.
Okay.
And continue following you.
Fuck!
Shit. Okay.
As it snatches this thing in its claw, it's holding it, but its other talon is ready, and at this point, it is within.
Once it's within 60 feet, I'm going to
it's
cast
within
a
about
spell.
100 and something. Hang on. Let me just-
Okay.
This thing is huge, dude.
Close. Okay.
Wow.
Shit.
I thought that was gonna work.
That was
that was a good idea.
that was a really
could've
good idea,
worked.
man. That was a really good
That was a
idea.
great idea.
Okay.
This thing is gargantuan, so we'll just.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Ugh.
yo, come on, man.
We would have had to take an entire frog monster to make it stop, and chuck out entire said frog monster. Okay.
So hang on, let me just. I'm just gonna bring us
Oh no.
to here.
Okay.
I don't want to go to there.
Okay. Can I?
Oh shit! How big is this thing gonna be, dude?
Let me just.
She said gargantuan, so
Gargantuan. So it's massive.
Hang on, let me just get this going. This is what you see.
Oh no.
Jesus. Okay.
And as it begins to gain on you as you are rolling away, and it screeches out as it holds this leg in one of its talons. You all, not really knowing what to. I just want to make sure that it's 60 feet. It's not really 60 feet from you. It's probably about 100 feet from you.
Okay.
Okay.
I just can't put it off the map.
That's fine.
And as this thing is gaining on you, even as you are pushing your Teleric to the limit, just the size of this thing, its wingspan has to be 40 to 50 feet across.
Okay.
Alone.
Okay.
It is massive.
Okay.
And it is
Okay.
ready to get what it wants.
Okay. I want to try something and see if maybe this will help. I am going to use my last. I want to see if I can use my last second level spell because I want to upcast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
So that's going to give us a 40-foot sphere
That's
of fog, which will create a heavily obscured area.
Where are you going to place it?
And I would like to try to place it.
So are you're stopping?
Yeah, because you're still.
Because you're
going.
still
You're gonna-
going breakneck speed.
The fog, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd have to give the thing over to somebody, but I'm just trying to figure out if this would work, and then I'll just sort of work the logistics out of how. Because Campion's up there, I could try to give him the reins.
Mhm.
And hang on, I just got to measure out for what a 40-foot sphere would be. Also, how high up is this thing? Like, is it like?
Well, it snatched the leg off the ground, probably got another maybe 40, 50 feet up again
Okay.
as it
100
was
feet
following
away.
you.
40
Okay.
feet in the
Okay.
air.
Still about
So
100
if
feet away, 40 feet up.
Okay. So if I could basically just put it right on us and then just sort of. Yeah, okay. So if I try and pull the card up to it, cast Fog Cloud on us and do a larger range that is possible, we might be able to get this thing to just miss. Hopefully.
So is that what you're going to do? You're just going to pull yourself to a stop? And
Unless
do this?
anybody's got a better idea, because it's high enough up that if I try and cast it and then we just try and blow through it, it's
All
going
right,
to still
well, at
fucking
this
see where it
point,
went.
I want
Yeah.
you all to roll initiative for me.
It.
All right.
So-
Okay.
While we're rolling initiative, from this distance, can I see about how
Same
wide
fucking
the wing is?
How what?
14.
How wide the wings are?
I told you about 40, 50 feet across.
No, not like the span. I mean the actual
Oh.
length.
With
Yeah,
Probably like 10 or 15.
that's a wide wing.
This is a huge,
Wide
huge,
bird.
huge creature.
Yeah. It's a big one.
So that's a 22.
I got the same. I'm telling you, man. It's roll. Initiative.
The bird unfortunately goes before you, Quinn.
Crap.
It's always a bird.
All right. So,
So
as you're
am I
preparing,
still at the back of the cart, or
yeah. Sorry, this was just how I set it
Okay.
up, so you guys can
Okay, yeah.
switch your people around.
I will move. Ooh.
Perry and
Yeah, I'd be in the back.
Champion.
Yeah.
in front.
There you
Yeah, I'm back here.
And Greybone can be up with you.
go. Okay.
All right. So, as you're sort of scrambling and deciding what to do here, this bird is heavily gaining ground on you. And as you hear it screech out in the air, a giant it begins to close the distance. And that is
Okay.
where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Well. Oh man. I got 3 first level spots left.
All right.
What happens when you have to deal with more than one thing in a day?
Oh man. It's fine.
And,
But,
I have my spell slots, but I am very much not an air guy. Catch my drift.
See what happens. All right. Well, thanks everyone for sticking around. I am ending just a little early just because this might take a bit, and depending on what happens, a lot of different outcomes can occur. So rather than have us go another hour overboard, and we have to stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning, getting everything ready for editing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm going to end early. So
We work hard.
So yeah, we'll see what the group has to deal with next week. And thanks a bunch for watching and sticking with us. And we appreciate y'all. And remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a great Friday. Make good choices. And we hope to see you back here next week. Thank you, everyone.
Peace.
Bye,
Y'all
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.